show you this. We get like maybe like about uh like 5 or 6 of them. We really don't talk about it much, you know what I mean? But when we get the big numbers, like the 21s, the 10s, 20s, 30s in there, we got to show you right there. So this right here, and I'm going to be showing this on my Facebook account pretty soon. This right here is the Crying Crow. So basically, for those you don't know, first things first, my name is Kenneth Bird. My company is Black Series Edition LLC with the new Imperial gunmetal crystal edge technology screens. But anyway, let's get to this right here. So anyway, I told you that when we say certain things, people get really upset. They get triggered. They really start crying. They cry galore. And one of the things we requested that all screen paints, as I said before, I said all screen paints need to go through the infinity test to show that your product is worthy of someone's dime at the end of the day. And I told you the minute we would make this statement that he would start crying because he can't back this up. His product can't pull an infinity black level. 21 messages. Well, we had higher than this. Now, Jamie, so you know that, right? You are under investigation. You know that, right? So all these emails are getting forwarded to the detectives unit where they told us to send anything new, any new evidence, anything that pops up. They gave us an email for the FBI unit to just send all the messages there. So I'll be sending your 21 messages right over to their division. Mind you, this is where they investigate cyber crimes. So yes, they're going to have people in there to trace all these emails, figure out exactly where they came from. And the more you keep doing this, the more this is going to make this even worse for you. Mine, it gets pretty bad. I told you before, it's not going to go well. But I can see how you talk about people being triggered. 21 messages? Really? That's sad. Let's see what some of these messages are saying in here. Let's see. We got dirty scammer. Refund. Something about far more crap scam. He calls me a curse word in this one. Another curse word in that one. Another curse word in that one. Actual custom refund. Dun dun. More right here. This is a grown man. This man is 47 years old. 47 years old. Now we find this hilarious. I'm gonna basically post this on one of my other sites where they laugh at this. We call it the Crying Crow. That's the name of the blog site. And they read through all this. Crows constantly crying at the end of the day. Dude, really, that's sad. I told you, he's triggered. He's easy to trigger. And all I had to say was, we feel that Screen Paint should do that challenge. And he lost it. The minute we said about the challenge, he lost it. That shows you all the more that he has more to hide when people do this. 21 messages. Now, Jamie, look, as I told you before, you're under investigation, but you don't care anyway. So we'll just forward all of this to the detectives unit. We had the conversation with them yesterday. They were like, look, the minute he sends over anything to you, you send that to the detectives unit, and we'll go from there. We'll do the trace. This is cyber. It's that they deal with cyber crimes. So let me show you something. You see this section right here? This is the Internet Crime Complaint Center right here, IC3. They have your report number. This report number we have from you from the police where we file these complaints against you. This is where your document was sent to. And this is where all the emails that you were sending to me, we have a detective that's on the case that all those emails today are going to be transferred over to him so he can do a detailed trace on where all those emails came from to use them to prosecute you in court. How dumb can you be? How dumb can you be? I'm going to show you his police report pretty soon. Yeah, he has 2 charges that were filed against him. So we're going to be filling this out today. But thank you, because I would have never had those emails. Well, I got emails already, but these new ones that just came in, 21 of them, oh, we're definitely going to be sending them right over to their investigation office. This is where you're sitting at right now. What's your charge? Good luck with all that, buddy. But my goodness, the crying. The onslaught of crying. So we're going to take all of these. Now, mind you, because they're coming from Wix, we're coming from onto a Wix account. Mind you, we have Wix is actually monitoring the site. Did you know that, Jamie? Yeah, yesterday we contacted Wix. We let them know about some really suspicious emails we were receiving on our account. Wix is actually monitoring the account. I didn't mention anything about that because I thought you would like to know later on that your emails were actually monitored just now a few minutes ago. Man, I tell you, you make it too easy. Too easy. And just keep in mind, if anybody else is in that group and you're carrying on along with him, guess what? You become a part of the investigation, which means they file new charges against you because you're involved. Could we call that conspiracy? I guess we can call it conspiracy. But that shows you how hard Jamie cries, how hard he cries. Dude, look, why don't you just make a new product, man? Just can you make a new product? Is it possible? When you can't make a new product, this is point. This pointless. We already seen that other mess he made. He didn't even try to make anything new. He just slapped the label on and says, "Look, this stuff works." At the end of the day, I have no videos, no test demonstrations, so it must be real. Yeah, man. You're a sad dude. You're a really sad dude to be in here crying. Now, does this bother me? Nah. Why would this bother me at all? Why would this take anything from me? I literally come on here, I crush you, out you, I show you next level technology, and I go about my business. And all you do is come here and cry. I haven't seen any new products from you. There's no test demonstrations, nothing but failure after failure. There's nothing there. You have nothing at all. Yeah. Oh, they got one of the potbelly ovens over there. That's freaking cool. I'm getting one of them pretty soon. I can't wait to get mine set up. But anyway, that's actually a pretty good idea for when I build my other place. That is really nice. I like that whole window setup. It's pretty cool. Huh. I think I might do something like that. Yeah, working with drywall got me looking at things on so many different levels. It's not even funny. I'm gonna build me a section just like this on my new place, my new setup, definitely. But anyway, getting back to Jamie. Yeah, so I'm glad you sent this over. Thank you so much because I'm gonna basically forward it all that to that little website you just saw over there. Yeah, with your case number attached to it. So yeah, but it's also, I gotta say it this way, it's also just interesting and fun watching you cry. That's a lot of crying, man. That's a lot of crying because you're mad because you don't have an infinity contrast level. And you're upset because we challenge everyone. We didn't just challenge you. That message was for anybody who has a gray paint to let them know that gray screen paints are obsolete. And I knew at the end of the day, you was going to take that personally. I sat there and said it on camera. He's going to take this personally. Well, if your product don't work and you know you've been lying on camera about this whole black contrast level you claim to have, then you shouldn't be worried about it. You seem to be worried. That looks like a person that's very, very worried about something. Are you worried about something? Of course you are. Products don't work. Even the dark gray mixes don't even work. They can't pull an infinity contrast level. It's virtually impossible. Kind of sitting there surveying, looking around. Jamie, I don't really pay you any mind. I'm sitting there walking around trying to figure out exactly where we're going to start with this insulation. Probably going to start with the roof. I might just do the roof first, because I can just work my way down to the walls and then hit the floor and be done. Oh man, I'll be so glad to get that part done. That's going to be freaking, it's going to be interesting. It's definitely going to be interesting. All right, got to get that done. But just want to show you, anytime we reach a market like, we reach a high number like this, I show it off. Always show it off. I got on my Facebook account, Instagram, TikTok. They know you're a crier at the end of the day. Everybody knows you cries. Everybody. The minute I mention anything about the customers, equipping them with knowledge and information, before you buy any screen paint, request tests. You should be requesting tests. You should be doing that from day one. You should ask for a gray versus gray test. Ask us for black versus black. And the minute I say that, boom, this guy just goes into overload. Jamie, you got a habit of calling people triggered. I think sending someone 21 messages is seriously triggered. You know what it is? This is what the problem is. Because we're acknowledging people, we're educating them on what to do and how to buy screen paints. This is messing up his world. It's messing it up. Because now he's got people coming over and asking him questions, which he doesn't want. He wants to be to tell them anything he wants to tell them. Like that fellow who basically screen watched out on a 3500 lumen 4K projector. You told him anything. Because I'm pretty sure he wouldn't have opened up that window if he knew the product wasn't going to work. You told him he probably could open it up. All this stuff doesn't require ambient light projection, but it is ambient light projection. I'm pretty sure you told him that. Because why would he open up that curtain? Screen washed out on him. Just like the customer who sat there about the UV mix, who sat there and said that they contacted you. They had a conversation with you. And you clearly said the product was compatible, and they found the color came up dirty. After they told you the projector and environment, you lie. You literally are a habitual liar. That's not a curse word, by the way, but you're a liar. You know how you know you're a liar? We got your transcripts from eBay, from PayPal. In one of your transcripts, you clearly stated that the Frankenstein was always that color. No, it wasn't. That's why you lost. You sit there and lied. I got your transcripts on everything. Mine, those transcripts are going to be used in court. We already sent that over to the post office showing that you actually lied to PayPal and you said it was this way and it wasn't. And remember those little messages we had back and forth in the messaging room? Oh, they are over there too right now too. I sent that all on Friday. Yes, everybody, you about to get baked. And now this right here, this is going to their division right now. This is why we got the site loaded up. All your information, everything just got loaded right over there. They got everything about you, everything. Your job, your company, they got everything. This is the government involved. And keep in mind, along with this, there's a police report ID number attached to you where we had to file criminal charges twice against you. It's about to stand. And now, the first thing he said was, the minute you get anything from this guy, he reaches out and contacts you, he contacts your company or anything, you send that over to us. Guess where all your emails are going? They're going right over to him. And guess what these guys do? These guys right here, they deal with online cyber crimes, which means they got professionals behind those computers that can track anything down they want. Now, for those of you who are sitting back saying, well, if Jamie sits there and says, well, I didn't have anything to do with all of that. Well, those of you who did, you're being pulled into part of the investigation. That means you become a part of what Jamie's about to go through. So you're sitting back and you sent one of those messages through, and one day some officer pops up on your porch or meets you in your driveway or basically comes over to your job and puts handcuffs on you. You know what happened and why you're in that situation. This is why you don't do dumb stuff, people. So you're in this category right here. Now we got to come back in and we got to file another one of these because they also have fraud in here, scams, which you scammed my company when you sent me over a product that wasn't what we paid for at the end of the day, and then sat there and lied on the PayPal saying that you always had that product. Guess what? Let me file another report right there. When I finish with the post office mail fraud, I'll be sending those documents over to this branch also too. Oh well, sucks to be you. But anyway, does it bother me? No, it doesn't. We're used to this. Jamie senses, we cries all the time. Jamie cries on this account. Jamie cries on that account. Jamie makes up fake Instagram accounts. He cries over there. He just comes, he cries all day long. Got anything else to say when I send the rest of these over for you? Oh, by the way, they got your email information, so they'll be contacting you real soon. Don't worry about that. They're going to contact you real soon. All those pictures, you know, me putting my head on some weird puppet or whatever, all that got sent over. Text messages, everything got sent over. Even videos, your YouTube channel, all that. You do know you're under investigation, right? Everything you do, everything you say is being watched now. Now, Jamie, when all this comes to head, you'll be coming down here, good old Pennsylvania, to face your charges. Hope you got airline money because you're going to need it because you're going to have to be down there. You don't show up, you get a bench warrant. You don't want one of those at the end of the day. You do want to make sure you show up to these things, okay? And just let you know, when these officers come to breach that gate and they come up those stairs and knock on that door, just like that process server did, this is a different ordeal. They got a search warrant. They can walk right into your property, slap handcuffs on you, sit down and explain to your wife why you've gotten yourself in this stupid situation because you chose to do dumb stuff at the end of the day. Oh well. Should have basically, I gave him the opportunity. Remember, I gave him the opportunity, many opportunities. I did. But we're going to take all this nonsense right here, and we're going to send this all over to them today. Ugh, man. Oh, I forgot. Where did I set of paperwork? I got to get that number to it. I don't know what you thought at the end of the day, what this was supposed to, what was this supposed to do for me? What was it supposed to do? Was I supposed to read this and go run over in the corner? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It broke my heart. I can't make screen paint anymore. I can't make it anymore. I just can't do it. I can't do it. Really? Seriously? You really thought that's going to affect me at the end of the day? Jamie, I'm not a 5-year-old at the end of the day. That doesn't bother me at the end of the day. Period. That just shows me at the end of the day that you're a 47-year-old or 46, wherever it is you are. You're an adolescent. You should be out there having fun with your family and doing this and doing that. Instead, you're here sending me multiple messages, biting your bottom lip, angry and upset. That's what you're doing. And I'm sitting there laughing at this because my friends are going to read through this and we're going to crack up about this, including forward this over to the proper authorities so you can be prosecuted for even more stuff. So no, it doesn't bother me. It doesn't disrupt my day. It doesn't hurt me at all, period. But I think in the back of your mind, you really feel like this is causing some damage. No, it's not. You're a child. It's kind of like a child calling you a doo-doo head. Why would I be offended by that? Let me see what we got here. No, it's just the child, Jamie, you're a child. That's what you are. I don't know why you would send messages thinking that this is supposed to hurt my feelings. I don't know what that's supposed to do. Like, how would that affect me? If you've been sending me these messages for years and it hasn't disrupted my technology or anything at all, what would you think this would harm me? Where did you get the idea from? Like this was going to work. You're probably sitting behind your phone and you're like, oh my goodness, I'm gonna send it right now. This is going to hurt him. This right here is going to hurt him. This is going to be the one. This is going to be the one. Yeah, right. Come on, man. Grow up. I remember he had some dumb nonsense. He came telling me it's the King's Challenge. Seriously? The King's Challenge? How old are you at the end of the day? If you want to show me a challenge at the end of the day, make something. Make something worth my freaking time at the end. Make something that's worthy of testing. Have actual test demonstrations. Do something that fully didn't bother. Do something different. Something that would make me go, wow, that's pretty impressive. Like that. No, Dad, what the freak are you doing? This is what I'm talking about. You guys are not professional. You don't belong in the field at all, period. You got time to send 21 messages. You can get your fat behind up and go over to Home Depot and go pick up some freaking paint to put against your product so you can prove to your customers your product's not matching the house paint. You got time like that on your hands. You should be doing something else. Now, Jamie, let me explain something to you between me and you. All right, when I come out here and I expose you, guess what I do? I can go back and I can upload videos on test demonstrations. I can show myself going against high-end certified screens. I can do all that at the same time. You don't do any of that. You just come on here and just talk trash. That's it. You don't back anything up at the end of the day. I gave you a specific, everyone got the same challenge. Everybody. I sat there on camera and clearly said, I bet you one person take this to heart. And sure enough, there he is. He took it to heart. Because you know why? He can't do the infinity challenge. He can't do it. His product won't pick up at all. And he just showed you right there. Most people wouldn't have said anything to me at all. They'd have kept it quiet. They'd have never said a word to me. They'd have kept it to themselves. Now you just went out and just told these people at the end of the day that your product sucks even more than you think it sucks because you have no confidence in your product. Whatever. This guy at the end of the day, I'm telling you. Don't tear those up. Oh, those are the old boots. You can tear those boots up. I don't mind. Man. Crying Crow. Oh, thank you so much. You just gave me my new label for your product. Oh, that's what he probably got triggered off. When I said it's going to take the home, oh, I'm definitely going to do that now, buddy. I was just joking about that, but now that's definitely going to happen. So I'm going to go pick me up. They got this stuff over at Home Depot called, I think it's called white silver or something. It's really good. I like it. I'm going to make some white silver. We're going to call this the Crying Crow screen paints. I'm going to send it to you. Now, of course, I need your permission because I always did permission at the end of the day. So I'm requesting your permission to send you this product. I'm gonna have it to you shortly, and I want you to do an online demonstration of this product versus your product. Okay? Because I figure if I ask you at the end of the day to do these demonstrations, you never do them. You ignore them. You go on vacation. You try to forget about it. Someone starts sending them to you. So you give me permission, say, hey, look, I give you permission and I'll send you the paint. You can't afford to buy some Sherwin-Williams or any of that, I'll send it to you. Don't worry, I got you. Let's go over to, what was that paint called by Home Depot? It's called white silver. We call silver something. Home Depot gray paints. What was it? Sherwin-Williams. It had a nice gray one. It was called silver something. Let me see. Images. Where'd you going to send me black paint? Knock yourself out. Send me some black paint. I'll put it against my product live. I ain't got no problem with that. We do it all day anyway. Don't we care? Oh, now you see the difference between when I talk and I say it? Yeah, send me something. Knock yourself out. Send me something to my house. I'll put it right against my screen right now and knock it out with no problem. Live, no problem. As a matter of fact, I'll do you one better. I'll go over to Home Depot and pick up some extra ones to throw against my screen for fun. Can you say that? No, you can't, because you can't back your products up. I'll send you whatever you want. What grade paints you want? You want the Amazon Slip Silver? I'll order you that. You want anything from Sherman, Benjamin Moore, any of them? I'll send you all of them. I'll send you a nice little sample pack. Come on, man. You want me to embarrass you like that? Do you want that kind of embarrassment? Jamie, look, man, understand. At the end of the day, there are levels of embarrassment I can literally put you through that I choose not to. Do you want to go step on that level? Do you really want that? You can send whatever you want here. Go ahead. Send your freaking black paint, whatever you want. I'll knock that stuff out, and I'll go over to Home Depot and knock their products out with no problem. And laugh at you, do a little dance around the camera like I did when you asked you to make my product. Now, how about I send you up something? I'll send you any one of these great paints that'll match your stuff. I'll send over that nightmare Sherwin-Williams over to you. You don't want to go near that stuff with a 10-foot pole. You're scared of it. How about it? You hear any messages popping up? I'm saying anything? Nothing. Coward. As always. Nothing new. Just like we wanted to go ask for his product, he couldn't even come back and give us a direct answer. Yeah, I'll send you up some products. That's the difference between, like I said, when your stuff is tested, you can easy for people who are not going to be to challenge you. I can walk into any site. I had some guy when I was on site tomorrow. We could do the same thing with black paint. Oh, really? You really want to go down that road? Okay, I'll be back. I went right over to freaking Home Depot in that section, bought some black paint, came back, and ruled it right into the screen right in front of them. Now what? I bet you won't try that. I can't stand people can't back their stuff within the day. Oh man, I'm gonna pull the trigger on that one. Now I bet you he'd be quiet for a while. I bet you going on vacation again. You're gonna pop a vacation again. Yeah, send me some black paint here. Send me over some. I'll do the test against my product. No problem. Send me over some. Matter of fact, make me something. Make. Oh, we did that one already. We did get the opportunity to make. We can't make black paint. Yeah, we gave you that one already. I can't actually say that because we gave you that opportunity already and you screwed it up. We had to turn around, we had to make it for you. And then still blow it out of the water. And that newer paint, that was so embarrassing, it wasn't even funny. Still made the product wrong. Still had to go in and make it black for them. And then turn around and made 3 silver screens out of it because they had a silver they kept sticking into it. And we blew that out of the water for fun. So, yeah, we know you can't make black paint. So, I don't know. Go buy some black paint from Home Depot. Send it over here. I'll put it against my product. I got no problem with that. That's easy for me. That's easy. Now I got something more to basically rub in your face and laugh at you at the end of the day. Go ahead. Knock yourself out. I'll give you 3 days to have black paint here. 3 days. You got my address. Ship them over. 3 days to have it here. I want it sealed. I want it in the container. And I want it from Home Depot. Pick one and bring it down and send it over. And I'll pick one out for you. And I'll send it over to you. See, Jamie, at the end of the day, if you want to talk trash at the end of the day, I can shut you down easily. Again, my products are tested. Got no problem with that. I got no problem with going online and doing the demonstrations. I know what my technology is designed to do. You, on the other hand, you don't know this because you didn't properly test your products. So you know that any one of these gray screens has a possibility of matching your stuff. So go ahead, tit for tat. You can send it over here. You got 3 days. 3 days, I want to see some kind of confirmation, something that you're sending me over, and I want it sealed, unopened, and I'll send you up some network grade 773 to finish off the rest of your product, because you still haven't done the rest of those demonstrations. As a matter of fact, you're missing we did the CINEMAX already. We haven't done the hybrid mix, the personal mix, and Metallica 2.0. Haven't done them yet. Well, get cracking, Jackson. Because if I'm a scammer at the end of the day, no scammer on the face of the planet would ever attempt to make what I just said a few minutes ago. That shows you how much of a coward and scammer you are, Jamie. Jamie, I'm not saying this because I'm upset. At the end of the day, I know you can't back your products up. We had your stuff here. We know what it is. So you send me something. You got 3 days to have a confirmation number to send me something. And you send me something weird, something strange. Oh, matter of fact, you know what? I want it in the original can from Home Depot. It ain't that far from your house. So I want it from Home Depot and the can sealed. And if that can doesn't look sealed, looks wrong, anything about it, looks strange about it, you're going to have some serious problems on your hands. You're going to do if you send a destructive product through the mail that has the ability to basically implode or have problems with it, you tamper with it, man, it's going to get you in a lot of trouble. So you're already in a deep enough hole already. So don't do anything cunning or not. Just ship me down a container of black paint. Send it to me. You got 3 days to have me a tracking number. You have my permission, by the way. Now, as for you, I want your permission because I'm going to send you down some network gray. And I want you to put it against your products. On live. Just like you did the last time and you failed. Now, you think he's going to do it, ladies and gentlemen? Nah, he's not going to do it. He's going to brush the whole thing under the rug. That's what he's going to do. As always, cowards. Fake products don't even work. We can't say half the time. They don't work, period. Look at Dover Gray. He's going to ignore the whole thing, as always. Yeah, man, no challenge. Look at these. They have no challenge. I'm telling you, he's a hollow man at the end of the day. Where's your freaking challenge at the end of the day? Good gracious, man. You guys are pitiful. How are you going to make it in this industry if you don't have no backbone to begin with? You're scared of me at the end of the day? Do you have any idea how big the industry is? There's people way more powerful than me when it comes to, well, not the screens. I don't know about that one yet. We're pretty much taking everything down. But, yeah, I mean, yeah, we're pretty much taking everything down. So at the end of the day, man, you guys got no form of backbone. The countless canceled orders. Come on, man. You don't have one canceled order on me. I want every single PayPal complaint against both of y'all. Nothing. Man. Danny, you want to do an ultra short though versus my product? Oh, I forgot. Your stuff don't work on ultra short though. Okay, moving on. All right. All right, that's it. But people, that's it. We just show you how he got upset and cried. Look, man, if you're going to cry and whine about something that much at the end of the day, at least have the ability to be able to back the product, okay? And like I said, if you really want to go tit for tat on that, look, I'll give you permission. You ship it down here. I want a black product from Home Depot. Send it over here. I'll crush it with no problem. No problem whatsoever. Easy. But I'll send you down Sherman-Williams, and I went on the 3 products that I named. Because, again, if you put it against the darker paints you got, now that's pointless. See, we do a black versus black, which means that product has to match the pour out. And you have to do a gray versus gray, which means that gray product is going to go against the rest of the remaining of your product, including the network grade 773, all over again against the CINEMAX, and he doesn't want to go through that. We proved that already. How I proved it when I told you that he would never go near a gray paint ever side by side. When the Amazon slip silver came out, we gave him 10 requests to do that. He ignored every single one of them. I told you he would never do that again. I'm all quiet over there. He's so quiet. So quiet. Don't, like I said, don't ever call. I'm the wrong person to challenge at the end of the day. I'm the last person you want to challenge because I'm not the person who's going back down. No, he just chimed in. Let's see what he ran his mouth about. Crow has your paint. Look at this right here. Yeah, you have my paint, Jamie. You have my paint. Wow, sure. We've been through that one before. Fake receipts, fake unboxings. We've been through all that before. We already know from the door. You don't have jack at the end of the day. If my product reacts the same way it does, it should react the same way it did in every freaking site that I popped that screen. I should do exactly the same thing. It shouldn't show. As you said, it comes up too dark and it's unwatchable. I just basically did a demonstration a few minutes ago against a black diamond. And that's an advanced gunmetal technology. So, yeah. Who cares about your reviews? Jamie, look, let me tell you something. Again, you've been doing this since the sevens. The sevens, the 12s, the 8s. You do these fake demonstrations. This is why you're going to civil court in December. You've been doing this for the longest time. It's nothing new. You've done so many fake demonstrations against my products, it's not even funny. And you know, my customers still continue to buy my products because my products are tested. You got no test on your product. You're sitting there matching house paint, the whole 9 yards. So no, you don't have my products at the end of the day. The product I just shipped out to my customers recently is the same product right here I just did the test demonstrations against. So if that product comes up dark on your end, we all know what that is. That's you mixing house paint and doing the same dirty stuff you've been doing since day one. All right, buddy. Gotta go. Because again, you don't have my product. You've been doing this from day one. You did this with the 8s because he was threatened by the 8s. He was threatened by the 12s. He was threatened by the 7s. He does this with every product. When we bring out, well, he won't be around then. He'll be gone by then because we want to make sure Jamie's gone before December kicks in. But anyway, he's been doing this for the longest time. Jamie don't have anything. He's doing the same nonsense over and over again. And didn't you already do some demonstration? You said already you had our product. So wait, how are you doing a demonstration about a product you claim you had, and now you're doing a demonstration about a product you have? Do you ever think when you do stuff at the end of the day? There you go. Why would you have to test something you said you already tested already? That don't make any sense. Okay. I didn't think so. Anyway, at the end of the day, I need your permission to send this Network Gray 773 up to your place, and you can send me over any black paint you want. Right to here. Any one you want. Send it over to me. Go to Home Depot, pick out any black paint you want, send it over here. And I'll send you over Network Gray straight to your address. Signature confirmed for you. Look. Nothing. Just talking trash. Nothing. Told you. Can't back his product up. Meanwhile, let me explain to you people about why Jamie is afraid to do that demonstration. Because Jamie matched house paint. He matched house paint in a live demonstration. Now, keep in mind, he didn't test the rest of his products. Oh, that's the 2.0, how to make it for free. Yeah, don't buy that stuff. And this is where he made his products. Easy to make. We just used this demonstration to do it. So again, how are you basically saying you have a product of mine, which we've been through this dozens of times. You've had a product of mine, and it was supposed to be a scam, but yet we have all these tests on our product. Matter of fact, I'm the one basically pushing people to ask questions before you go buy screen paint. You're the one that got upset because I made that statement. You always get upset. But how are you testing a product that you claimed you already had already? What is it? I don't get it. I really don't get it. And if your product, let's get this straight. So on site, when we had these products on site and we're walking around with the ultra short throw projector doing a demonstration, how come it doesn't look the same way in your apartment? We're using special cameras. Everywhere people were walking through there all day in that place. So if they saw it come up dark, they said, I can't even see the screen. That would have came up. People on the camera saying, that looks freaking amazing. So, yeah, our technology works perfectly fine. The problem is that your technology, well, we can't call it technology. Your scan paint doesn't work because your product, at the end of the day, matches house paint. And this is the same product you still sell on your website. Even your website alone is a scam. Your SKU numbers, they come up under other products. You ripped off our specification sheet because your specification sheet was poor. And the rest of them don't even match. Look, he's very upset right now. He's angry. All right, let's have a look at this real quick. These are the ones he's getting prosecuted for mail fraud. Let me show you right here. All right, so as I said before, you're so worried about doing demonstrations on our products. How come you haven't done the paint challenge yet? We gave him the paint challenge to do, and he hasn't done yet. For those you don't know, this right here is Jamie in the flesh. in the middle of a live stream doing his product. This is the same product he sells on this website. So you all know this. You can go to the blacklist, you can check out these demonstrations. We had a few people use these demonstrations to prosecute him through PayPal because he was trying to use that you can't get your money back if you basically open the container. There's no, not even exchange, there's nothing there. That stuff don't match. And keep in mind, on your website, you don't have any of these demonstrations. Our demonstrations are posted right directly to our site. Where are your test demonstrations at? There's a receipt right there. So I'm going to send you up that network grade straight to your address with a signature and confirm attached to it. All I need is your permission. But I guarantee you're not going to give me a permission slip at all, period. You're just going to basically ignore the whole thing, as you always do. There's a container, network grade. And by the way, that stuff is $30 a gallon, by the way. You're charging people $50 for a quart. It's not even worth it. That other mix you got up there, what's that stuff called? Dark CINEMAX, whatever that stuff is. That stuff has no test demonstrations, no customer, nothing at all, period. As a matter of fact, the pictures we found on the site, they're matching back on videos of 5 to 1 year back, 1 to 5 years back. Ah, man, this guy. Come on, James, you got 3 days. 3 days, I want that permission slip to send this paint to your house. 3 days, I want you to do this test live so everybody can all see all the rest of your products. We haven't seen the rest of them. The only thing we saw was this one. This is the only one we saw. I'm curious to see what the hybrid mix, because I ain't spending $50 for no house paint. I'm not spending. Your stuff is not tested. I'm not giving you any money. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to buy you some network grade. We'll get a gallon of it. We'll send you over 4 quarts of it. You don't need 4 quarts. 1 quart's enough. You can do a little sample sheet. And I want to see your product against the network grade. All of them. So after he did this demonstration, this is what he did. That was the end of it. He pulled the video. Actually, he got rid of one of the videos and he tried to go in and try to replace it for another one. And we busted him and caught him, and he removed it. See how fast he's starting to text now? He does this basically when he's really getting upset. So anyway, so he got caught. He got busted. He tried to remove the videos off his account, and he got caught doing that also, too, in the middle of a live stream. But the thing about it is just other paints he didn't test. What about the hybrid mix? You know, the hybrid mix and the freaking 2.0, they look exactly alike. They match the CINEMAX perfectly. Now, on our end, when we did our test, we had the Metallica mix, mine that was sent in by a customer, the one that was leaking. That was his right there. We had tested the personal mix. I can show you unboxing videos on all his products. And we tested the CINEMAX. Mine, this is the funny thing about the CINEMAX. So a customer didn't like how Jamie did us dirty. Again, this is involving post office fraud now. When he sent us over the black CINEMAX. And he said, you still don't do business that way. He thought it was wrong what he did. He sent us over his. Jamie went into this huge, massive rant. Oh, that's not my product. He made it at the end of the day. He faked the labels, all that stuff. He went through all this, right? Just for him to do the demonstration and for it to match network grade anyway. We told you it was your stuff. It was in your container. Customer shipped it over to us because he was very upset by what you did. And you went through all that ranting, all those carrying cries, carrying on and acting up. And then the minute he does the test, he matches. And now, well, you don't want to talk about it. Let me show you some more stuff. So that means we did have your product. We had your product down there that matched. So question is, what about the rest of the products? How close do they come to network grade? Which he refuses to do. Now, I'm not paying for that stuff. I'm not paying $50 for some house paint. Let them do it. So I'll do you one better. I'll send you up the network grade. And all you have to do is just do the test. That's it. Look at that. That's freaking insane. And again, why would I give you $50 for freaking for the CINEMAX? Again, Sherman-Williams. Just go over there and buy from there. Now, let me show you something, Jamie. This is my site. Of course, it looks much more professional than yours. That's our site. That's the difference between what I do and what you do. My product can crush your stuff any day of the week because you got house paint. I don't have to buy any of your stuff. I can make your stuff from here easily. I did give you that option to do so and you failed miserably. But I can make your stuff. Your stuff is nothing more than house paint. That black and white paint mixture for the Metallica 2.0, you know how many different versions of paint we got out of that? We had stacks of it on the table. That stuff makes everything. And again, if you're not a mixer at the end of the day and it's not your thing, just go buy yourself a shelf paint. It does the same thing. There's nothing different about it. But let me show you. This is my black shop, James. You can see from the door. This is where you went and you copied our information because, again, you needed help. But I said if you needed help, we'll help you out. Go ahead and you need what you need. But keep in mind, as you're taking information off our site, that means you could be slapped as a not as described. You know that, right? Because you can't back up anything in the specification sheets because they're not yours. But let's go over here. And he picked and choose what he wanted. He had to be really careful because he couldn't use the whole thing because his product doesn't work that way. So this is right here is my marketplace. He's up. You hear him in there going off. He's in there ranting. I'm not going there and look at the messages. He's in there ranting. That's what he's doing right now. He's crying. He is crying. We don't need to be in there for all that crying. There we go. Let's go to my site. So, Jamie, this is what I got here at the bottom of my site for my customers. You see right here, it's called a black versus black demonstration test. That means my customers can go in and see the difference between our product and black paint and everything else you could possibly see. Even the new technology has it in there. Look at this. These are our tests. Where are yours on your website? Where's your gray versus gray? How come the only gray versus gray demonstration that you have, we have it? You don't have it, we have it. That tells you something right there, something's wrong. Why do we have your gray versus gray on one of my websites right now under a blacklist? How come you don't have that directly to your website? You know why? Because you don't want your customers to see that demonstration. Because this will persuade their way of not buying your product and just going out and buying house paint. So where are your demonstrations? I even have to expand the list now because of the new technology coming in with the black versus black. You see what that freaking TV technology did to a black cloth? Yeah. We got to bring in all new, I don't know what we're going to do. We don't even have the room anymore. I don't think I have enough room on this website to load up for our pictures and stuff. So I don't know. We're probably going to, actually, we're engineering a new site for that. We have to literally build another website because the screen's going to have so many test demonstrations. We literally can't fit them on here. We got barely enough to put on the Sugar Plum Fairy and the Leviathan because they were designed on this page, and I'm not going to redesign a whole new page because it's a lot of work. We're going to have to put test demonstrations on here. But for the new technology coming in, we literally have to build an entire website to load the tons of pictures, test demonstrations that have to be embedded on that site. Then you say your product has something called FLE technology. Can you do a demonstration in direct sunlight for us? Because I'm kind of curious to do the same thing we do. Again, he's not going to do that either. So these are our tests, people, so you can see. These are tests, everything you could possibly think of under the sun. We've actually made our own black paints. We put it against our own products. We wrote in screens. We got demonstrations dating back to 7s. This is a 7 demonstration right here. Okay, first things first, my name is Kenneth Bird. I'm the creator of a luminous 4K screen paint using ambient light rejection technology gain times 4, 5, and 7. Keep in mind, our new superior and our new Supreme 7 will be launching on March the 3rd. Those who've been asking for wallpaper, yes, there will be a blended in. Our screen was able to match it with no problem. That's house paint. This is our technology over here. Jamie, these are 7s. We're in 48s and 77s now. Where are your tests? How come you have no tests on your products? Because you can't do it at all, period. Jamie doesn't have any tests. People, let me tell you something. When you buy screen paints, right, these are the tests you should be seeing at the bottom. Now, Jamie, as I said before, if you feel at the end of the day that all my tests are fake, how about you basically do tests to back up that you're, well, I forgot you don't do tests, so you can't do it either. You can't do our tests because you can't make black screen paint. We saw that already. And on top of that, you don't do your own tests. You don't have any tests. I know. I went into your site and I searched. It was about 3 hours search. You couldn't find anything. So how come you don't have these tests? So let me help the customers out here. Customers, before you buy any screen paint from anybody, including us, make sure that they have test demonstrations, at least somewhere between 10 to 15 demonstrations on the product before the product was launched, which means look at the time stamp dates. You can tell exactly when that product launched. Number two, make sure they can do a gray versus gray or black versus black test on the product, so you know you're not getting ripped off and you're just getting house paint at the end of the day, something he or she could have slid off a shelf. That's what you need to do. That terrifies them. It terrifies the daylights out of them. It scares them. Let me show you a couple of our test demonstrations. Where are your test demonstrations, Jamie? Why'd you get rid of them? Look, see them right there? You see that stack of gray? We made all that paint from his tutorial video. We made so many versions of his screen paint, it's not even funny. As a matter of fact, I can send you the ingredients on how it was made. Do we have the stack here? I think we do have the ingredients on a stack. Hold on, man, we gotta dig that ingredients code up. We got a whole bunch of them on there. Let me see. We made all his products. We made a bunch of other ones. Let me go in here and bring up the entire list. Let's see. We got to go through us to get it. We're going to bring up the entire list so you can see exactly how many of his products we actually made on camera. That's what I said, don't bother buying that stuff. If he can't give you those tests up front, just no test on the products, don't go in there, don't get ripped off. Let me see. Let's go over to, well, we find ourselves about 180-inch screen because we're the only ones that got a 180-inch black screen outside, literally. 180-inch screen outside. Watch this. I didn't even put the company's name. Like outside, black. Show me, I should put that under black now. You say your product is weatherproof? I haven't seen any demonstrations really of your product. You at least have 20 videos outside. No, forget it. Just forget it. Forget it. Actually, we went to his site. We did that already. We did the research on his own YouTube channel. We can find Jack in there, man. Let's go in and let's pull up black. There you go. First one to pop up. That's how his videos are supposed to pop up when you're going through his channel and you're searching for tests. So you need to go through his channel. Don't go on YouTube. Like, just go right to his channel and dig the videos up. You want to see tests on the hybrids. You want to see tests on all his products. If there are no demonstrations coming up that are marked before that product was launched, if you're not seeing the tests you're supposed to see, then go move on. And one of the tests you need to see, which is most importantly, you want to make sure you're not buying house paint, because that's the last thing you need. So let's go over here and let's go pop up on our how to make free gray screen paint. Free gray screen paint. Let me show you this. Let me see. So all you got to do is type this in when you go to whatchamacallit, and it shows you how to make free gray screen paint. There you go. All the free gray screen paint you could possibly want. As a matter of fact, there's even a few people on YouTube that also show you how to make free gray screen paint. You ever see them do that side-by-side demonstration to the free mixes? No. There we go. This is the 2.0. This is the one, Metallica 2.0. He shows you how to make for free. This video went missing.
Oh, man. Okay. Yours on the other
Let's look at that ingredients right there. Metallica Mix 2.0. We got 2 tablespoons of flat black paint. We made this stuff. We were able to match majority of all his products. As a matter of fact, that's how we were able to do the reversal. Reversal is black paint instead. And you put in 6 tablespoons of white paint. UV mix, automatically from the door. When Frankenstein came through, it was 1 shade off. That'd have been 5. We also even made the Metallica mix. Not Metallica, what was it? We made the CINEMAX. We made an upgrade version of the CINEMAX too, with a half and half silver. So what they do is usually, like I said, we've been making great screen paints for quite a long time. When they make these products, chances are right now, because he's selling the product at 50 bucks, he really isn't making anything. So you have to consider looking at the price range of what he's selling it for. It's $50. So how much profit is he making and how much is he actually spending to make a good product? It ain't much. So this is what I'm thinking. If it's $17, right? Let's go over here real quick. Let's look at this black paint, all right? If it's $17 of black paint, right? And say this is around $17 too, right? 17 cents, like 34. Again, out of 50 bucks, and on top of that, you're not getting a lot of it because you're only making it by the quart. So you only made enough for one order. That's basically about it. So what most people do is here to make it by a gallon, because then you would get 3 extra quarts in there to sell. But like I said, with the black paint, that's 17, that's going to cut a lot away from his profit, depending on where you live at. California's a bit expensive, so it could be in the 20s somewhere. It could be 21, 22, what he's paying for. See, James, I'm breaking it down economics. You can understand how this works. So knowing that his product matched the network grade 773, why would you even bother buying this? If you had an identical match to a product that you can slide off the shelf, why would you add black to it? Why would you even bother with this altogether? No, you would go over to Home Depot or Lowe's or whatever, or Sherman-Williams, and you would pick up the same exact product that match your product. Now, if you see a little glitter in there, chances are you put a little glitter in there to try to throw you off, to make you think it's something different. But that stuff will match house paint easily. That's why you have to do the test. Those who bought the product, do the test for yourself. And you'll see it matches house paint. But there's no point. Businessman, if you're thinking in a business sense, especially on a crooked level, why would you go out and spend $17 and cut away from your profit if you just saw a paint match your stuff that didn't even involve this or this? That's why we know at the end of the day, anyone that's ordered the CINEMAX or any of those products, you got house paint coming to you. Because he's not making a profit at 50 bucks. Mind you, he hasn't even shipped the item out yet. So here in the US, if he does it by mailer, that's 8 bucks. That's 8 bucks to take a lot out of $50. He's lucky if he basically pulls off 7 or 8 bucks to himself. He's lucky if he pulls off 7 or 8 bucks. Why do you think the overseas shipping is so freaking expensive? $70 surcharge fee. We ship a product out at $130 and that's free shipping anywhere in the world. No $70 surcharge fee. But then again, my business has been around for a while. I have connections and I have ties, and I basically have some very good people that I've worked with down through time. And again, I know how to go and apply for applications to get breaks on our shipping. You don't know how to do that because you didn't know how to fill out, off the topic, you couldn't even fill out proper LLC correctly. So we know you don't know anything about that. But anyway, let's get back to this. So at 50 bucks, he's not making anything. I know this for a fact, because you know why? When I first started off with digital and crystal screen paint, guess how much a quart cost you? $50. Guess how much a gallon cost you? $150. We didn't make any money off the quarts. You made more off the gallons to a certain degree, but then again, you still had to make more paint in order to do that. So you really weren't making much of a profit. And when you consider you got to spend the money for containers, and containers are expensive. You can get 2 containers from Amazon for around somewhere like $14, $15 from Amazon. Then you have to buy, if God forbid, if your ink goes out, then spend extra money for ink. If you have to take extra money out of your pocket, extra money, I'm talking about money that has nothing to do with your business, to put into your business, you do that when you first start off. You have to feed your business. You have to find other jobs to feed your company. When your company gets to a certain degree where it actually can make its own capital, you don't have to add any money into it anymore because it generates its own capital. But if you have a business where you're still tanking money into it after you done had it for 5 or something years, it's time to give it up. There's something wrong there. So a business should be able to support itself after a certain amount of time. If you're still pushing money from your first job into the business, then you need to quit the business and try to upgrade on your other job because your business isn't making the money. So you started from 50 bucks. You used to give it away for free. Then you started at 50 bucks. Then it went to 75 because we know we got the receipts, and went to 85, and it went to almost close to 90 something dollars. That's where it went to. So if you kept it in that range, you'd make a decent amount of money. Probably a good maybe 20, 30 bucks you could keep to yourself. But at 50 bucks, you ain't making jack at all, period. Most of your money is going into shipping. The other half is going into buying supplies and whatever you need to make this stuff at the end of the day. So I clearly know at the end of the day that that product you shipping over to your customers, that's the paint that you sit off a shelf. If I'm wrong about this, you could do the test and back it up, but you won't. So we know already what's in it. And since what we saw already with the network gray matching already with the house paint, that automatically tells me right from the door. And that's why I said the reason why I know I jump around a lot when I talk, but the reason why I came up with the network gray, you know why? Because I was sitting in the basement and I thought, this stuff looks just like screen paint. Because I used to make this gray stuff back in the day. Who's to say that they start sliding this stuff off a shelf and selling it as something that is not? Now, I could take gray paint and hit it with an 8K projector and say, hey, look, this is all coming from the screen paint. So I got an 8K projector slamming the screen. He got a freaking 4K laser projector hitting the screen. Yeah, you think you wouldn't see an improvement at all over a person who's using a 720p projector versus what he's using in his demonstrations? All right, then. It just tells you right there. You getting scammed and bamboozled. And on top of that, like I said, the product, he's not mixing nothing over there. He's just going down and getting shelf paint. Put a little bit of that glitter that you get over from Home Depot and Home Depot Lowe's, and that's it. That's all he's doing. Because if you add it up, where is he making any money? He's literally making nothing at the end of the day. So let's just do a little field trip here real quick. All right. So if you go to Uline and you buy containers, right? I buy containers from Uline. You gotta buy them in bulk. So you're talking about a good maybe $120 as a bulk, right? And then including the shipping fee where they charge you, right? So it's not worth it if you're selling your products at $50. It's not worth it. You know what I mean? What if you don't sell enough in order to deplete the containers that you bought? All right. So let's go over here. Most people go to Amazon. This is where they go buy containers. It's cheap, easy. If you go to Home Depot, he's not using the metal containers. So we know that. We're using the plastic containers. Let's go to Amazon and let's look up quart plastic containers. All right. So we're going to look up, let me see over here. Get over here first. We need 32-ounce containers with lid. All right, Uline got them for $60. It's $60 for 36 in a case. That's Uline. Sorry, I got to bring you over here. That's $60 right there, right? So that's his profit. It's gone. It's gone. That right there would kill that $50 with no problem, and that's not in charging tax already. All right. So again, he ain't got nothing left with that. He can't buy that. That's going to be a problem. He could go over to Family Dollar. Family Dollar got him over here as $1, but the problem with Family Dollar is you got to, whatever they have is whatever you had. That's how it works over there. You need a consistency of these items coming in if you're going to call yourself a business. You can't go, no. You got to make sure you have it in there. So next place people like to go through is Amazon. So we go pop over to Amazon. Let's see how much these containers would cost. All right, so these are the containers we buy. If I only got a few orders coming in, I'll grab from here because there's no point in me buying a bulk. Even though we make the money to get the bulk, ain't no need for us to spend it if we basically don't need that many containers. So the ones we look for are the ones with the twist tops. Like these are the 32 ounces. This is $12. $12 for 4. You get 4 of these for $12. That's a good deal right there. What's another one they got over here? I got the ones with the black. There's another one right here, 32 ounces. You get about 6 of these for the price of $20. Or mind you, he's selling the product for $50. So you got $30 left. He don't got enough money to make the product. Because the paint alone is going to cost him. If he buys the paint, it's going to cost him somewhere between $17, $18. And if he buys black to add to that, even though you're only going to use that black a couple of times, it's going to be an investment you're going to pay for. It's still going to kill. At the end of the day, it's going to take away from that. But if he spends $30 for just regular house paint that you can just slide off a shelf, well, then he can save some money right there. Comes out a lot cheaper. So is he making anything? No, he's not making anything at all, period. He's not making any money at all, period. He is working and doing videos for nothing. That's what he's doing. He's doing all that work for nothing. In order for him to see a profit, he would have to get it in bulk. That's the only way. You know, you work at them factories, you know, they pay you like $3 and $4, whatever. That's what you back it in. And you get paid by bulk, by how many you put out. Man, that's the biggest scam when you think about on the face of the planet. You're sitting there doing like tons and tons of orders for them. You're getting like a little bit of money because you put out, yeah, that's how it works, people. But anyway, yeah, he'd have to sell in massive bulks in order to do it. And even still, that may cut into his profit because again, it's $50. Now watch, all of a sudden he raised the price up to try to cover that. If you do that, Jamie, that means I'm smarter than you. You know the whole thing behind that one. I don't even know why he listens to that, but he does. Anyway, so that's what it costs him. If we switched over to, we got 40 ounces coming in. You can't do 40 ounces. The 40 ounces would take too much paint, way too much paint. He needs to break it down in 32s. You know, I told you about the problem that Partey went through when he tried to do the 50s, and the 50s didn't work well for him, so he had to bring it back down to 32. Yeah, because the shipping would cost you more, a lot more. Two 50 ounces can fit in a medium-sized box, but if someone orders a gallon, you got a problem on your hands, especially if it's to be shipped overseas. That means the price on automatically jumps to the roof. Yeah, he's not making a profit at all, period. This is why he's bitter. This is why he's angry. This is why he's upset. This is why we make these statements about how people should go in and ask these questions. This is why he's going through the roof about all of this, because he's mad and angry. He can't nickel and dime. He can't cheat people anymore. That's why he's upset. And when you break down how much he's making per unit, he ain't making much. He's lucky if you get an order here and there. He's lucky if he gets one. If no one doesn't bump into one of those videos, and those videos are plastered everywhere warning people not to go near his stuff. Now, Jamie, if you was a smart person at the end of the day, what you could do instead of you slamming me, because it doesn't hurt me for you to slam me at all, period. You call me, put on your website and call me a scammer, my website, this and the other, guess where they're going to go? They're going to go to my website. And they're going to see the difference between my website and your website. And guess where they're going to place the order at? Through me. Because I'm the more experienced person. Why would I go back to that freaking circus carnival? I can go over and have a whole matinee opera over here. I'm not going back to that joke show. So all you're doing is just pushing business in my direction. The more you talk about how my product's not this, that, and the other, the more money you push into my pocket. You don't cause any harm to me at the end of the day. I can back myself up anywhere I need to go. Just like I sat there and said on camera before we even did the test, I said we have something we're working on, and the technology we have literally has the ability to overcome serious products. It has that capability. Before we even had the sample sheet down here, I've made these statements. Did I carry it through? I did carry it through. So anything I sat there and said that we got plans for basically getting the certifieds to push into black technology because they don't have an option. They have to push into black technology or it's not going to go well for them. And that's what we need for them to do so we can bring out what's coming in 2025. You ever watch volleyball when they do the setup for the serve? It's the same scenario in business. But that's what he's angry about. Jamie's very angry and very, very upset. Am I angry? Am I angry? I'm not angry at him at all, period. To tell you the truth, people, it's just about how people react. I've been in this business for a long time, and it ain't the first time I've seen people react this way. They do it all the time. We went through this crap with Mississippi, man, in ABS forms. That went on for like 6-7 months of us going back and forth. And they kept claiming about how his product was so good, so good. Yeah, but you can't freaking get the product copyright. You can't get it patent because he had so much stuff literally in this freaking ingredients that was so toxic and so dangerous that it would never pass a patent approval because it was harmful for the consumer. That's why he had to give it away. And at the end of the day, it's still great paint. He just made it that particular time because Goose Screen had such complicated ways of painting screens. Everybody thought that if you made a product complicated enough, it means it was a real serious product. Danny tried that one, remember? How well did that turn out? It didn't go too well, did it? There you go. But anyway, when you break it down all in all, no, he's bitter. He's very, very bitter. He's bitter because people are contacting him and asking him questions. My name is probably coming up quite a lot of them asking him like, hey, look, can you prove this guy wrong? Because he's talking all this stuff about you. How about you do a demonstration with your product as he claims? And he don't want to do it. That's why he's bitter. That's why he's upset because he can't back the product. On top of that, he called himself dropping the product down to $50. You know why he dropped that product down to $50? It's because he had that fake product that he made. He put in that shopping cart. He was pushing people to go buy that product. And And we busted them on that and tell people don't go near that because that's a fake dummy cart. We've been through that when we got a black Frankenstein from him. He had an active cart that should never have been there. And now that cut into whatever he was trying to do, and he's bitter about that too. Cut that product down to $50, and now look what he did. He got a product sitting there at $50, and he can't make a dime off of it because his profits will cut into it. Let's go over to, let me see. What would Sherwin-Williams cost for a gallon? A gallon of Network Gray 773 by Sherwin-Williams. This is the notorious 773 that he is literally terrified of. I'm gonna tell you something, Jamie. I'm just joking, having some fun here. Halloween, I could have scared the crap out of you. I walked up to you, dressed like a can of freaking Sherwin-Williams Network Grade 773. You lost your mind. Ah! That is, I'm sorry, I just had to. It was just funny. I had to. Can you imagine? Somebody comes to the dirt just like a little Sherwin-Williams can of paint, and you scream like, ah! Ah! Yeah, it'd been like that. It'd been that funny. Oh man. You know, it's interesting. You see that logo right there with the paint being poured over the earth? They literally had to change that because they got hit by environmentalists who were saying that it was basically showing them polluting the earth. And that's been there for centuries. But changing of the times, people. Change of Aquarius. I got that song stuck in my head now. Someone was playing it in the game system. I was like, they're kicking the old school. That's Network Grade 773. This does the exact same thing as the CINEMAX. The exact same thing. So technically, they have CINEMAX all over the wall. Or, and vice versa, he has Sherwin-Williams on his wall. Which one is it? We don't know. It's kind of funny when you think about it. Which one is it? So let me see. I want a gallon of this stuff right here. This is living gray, different colors. Now the 235 sample sheet of Sherwin-Williams is a freaking nightmare for any screen paint. It literally matches just about everything. They got the 776s. These are the darker ones. That UV mix you got over there, I can match your stuff to this right here. This is called Cyberspace. It is a SW776. This would match any charcoal gray paint easily. Your UV mix, your Frankenstein, whatever that dark mess you got over that CINEMAX, this stuff would match it easily. How much you want to bet this is probably what he's selling right now? Looks exactly like it, does it? Now, most people, like I said, when they're put out like this, they'll go do the test. If someone sits there and said, hey, your product matches black paint, how do you think we have so many black versus black tests? Challenges. Yeah, we kicked the crap out of every single one of them. Even did a couple for ourselves because it was just fun to do. How many challenges do they have on gray versus gray? Well, it's just those, and they don't exist anymore because they were removed. This right here is the 776. Now, the problem you're going to have with this, if you paint this onto your wall, your white levels are going to drop dramatically. Dramatically. There's nothing there to give it any ability to be able to see. And some people put white paint, they put silver into it because they figure this is going to, no, it's not going to fix jack at the end of the day. And if you do a half and half, you're going to have so much silver in this, you're going to alter and change this until a color looks like one of these. So that's not going to work either. All right. Let's go with the SW774. All right. This one right here. This will give you a little bit better contrast than the 773 or 773. This is a little better contrast, but again, white levels will start to drop. This right here is the 773. This is the one that matched the CINEMAX mix with no problem. But not only did it match the CINEMAX mix, it also matched the Metallica mix and the Personal mix with no problem. And I'm pretty sure the Hyphen would fall in the same direction. This right here is an SW771. I told you the category they have in these paints is freaking brutal. Look at this right here. This right here alone, this can match a lot of his products easily. I mean, the 73 is pretty good, but this one actually would produce a much higher white level right here. So like I said, that category under the SW, 771, 72, 73, the 9162, this is the 9162. Look at that color. Has Jamie gone online and done any other tests besides the ones he matched as in the, oh, I forgot about he did the Bear Silver Screen. The Bear Silver Screen matched Personal mix. The Personal mix matched the Network Gray 773. The personal mix also matched the free mix that he showed you how to make for free with 2 tablespoons into white paint. And that's something else. You notice a challenge under that paint? Did you know that? The black and white challenge, that's what it's called. We challenged him to make his own product, to put against his own product. He never did the demonstration. Y'all need to pressure him on that. That's a really good one. That's a really good one. Keep in mind, everybody knows what's in it because he gave it away for free. Y'all need to put some pressure on him and make him do that demonstration, because I would love to see that. I would love to see him do that black versus black demonstration versus his own product. It's because, you know why? The reason why we had the network gray, because his customers put pressure on him. That's what they did. They put pressure on him to do the demonstration. He finally did it, and everything matched. But that black versus black, that's a free paint right there. Literally, y'all should pressure him to do it. He said, what black paint? What do you want me to go get? I got you. I'm still waiting for that Amazon to bring up that slip server. Got a black version. I want it so bad. I'm going to get it. I'm going to figure out exactly how to get it. But anyway, y'all should pressure him on that, because that'd be an interesting demonstration to see. I would love to see that. Matter of fact, I would love to see Danny's stuff versus James' stuff, because I would love to see that too. But Danny's grades ain't out, because I checked already, and his site's still closed on that. He ain't launching that at all, period. Knowing that we know what we're going to do to it, he's not going to touch it. All right, so these right here, these are slide off the shelves. We're going to just call them slide off the shelves. Again, $30 a gallon. All right, that's it. Let's go pop over to Home Depot. Home Depot got some. Jamie, you got one of these around your way, right? We just saw you walk out of one of those stores. The PPG. Now, PPG makes a silver, but they also, too, make a gray. And the gray is crazy, stupid, cheap. You wouldn't mind doing the demonstration. We made this. We made paint the PPG. Oh, yeah, we do that, didn't we? Home Depot. We got Home Depot's gray paints over here. No, that's which one I was looking at. Let's go get the Home Depot. Home Depot gray paint. Yeah, this one right here. This is a doozy right here for Jamie. Now, this right here is 5 gallons. 5 gallons. Look at the price of the 5 gallons. 5 gallons. Ah, get that out of the way, please. I'm good. Look at the price of the 5 gallons. That is $60.98. How much did you just pay for Jamie's paint? $50. You could have walked away with 5 gallons of paint. You want to make this a deluxe version? Oh, it's easy to make a deluxe version. So biggest mistake people make when they put silver in their paint, they put a couple of teaspoons in there. You'll never see this, ever. It's not going to see it. You have to do something what we call half and half. A half and half is where you take half of your paint like this, and the other half is going to be PPG Metallica paint, the silver. Now you're going to see it, because it's a half and half. Put 2 teaspoons and you'll never see it. Now keep in mind, this is called a base. The even the PPG silver base is still considered to be a base. Your toner is the black. All the toner does is basically adjust your contrast level, nothing more, nothing less. You have to get it within that area. You're not going to pick 100% contrast. It's not going to happen. But you are going to have to find a contrast level in there somewhere where your white levels won't suffer in the process. But you still want to maintain a contrast level. Even though you want to have 100% of anything in there, this is better than paying for it, eh? Well, you're paying for it anyway, but you're going to be to pay for it in a large quantity. So if I'm doing this, if I was doing this back in the day, I would go over to Lowe's and I pick up some of that silver. Don't touch the gold. Gold is the last thing you want to use. Gold will give you all kinds of crap on your screen. You'll have all kinds. Every time the projector hits it, you'll get a Christmas tree glitter effect popping off. You want to go with something that's going to blend well, you go with the silver. So silver, you only need about 1/4. That's all you need. You don't need a lot in there. Don't overdo it, because again, you get a Christmas tree effect, and you don't want that. You do the half and half. Half of this, and the other half, which is going to be the silver. And all you do is, if I'm going to put black into it, I would keep it in the range of 1 to 3. That's it. You're done. You're finished. That's all you got to do. If you want to mix it, that's it. It's simple and plain. It's simple, easy how to do it. But I've seen people drop teaspoons in the silver. You ain't not seeing that. Now, this is $60. Now, say you don't want to spend $60. Let's go with flat. I'm going to definitely do flat. Let's go with 1 gallon. We're going to do 1 gallon of this, right? 1 gallon, and we'll do it at flat. And we'll do it. This is a multi-pro, so that's pretty good. We'll take that right there. Interior, $14 a gallon. $14.98. We made this on camera. I literally bought this up and made it on camera for you. That's it. So, would Jamie put this against his product? Oh, heck no. I told you before. Once the demonstration he did with the red hoodie, whew, that thing was excruciating to watch. I bet you if that guy could actually evolution, and I don't believe in evolution, by the way, and sprout wings and fly through the roof, yeah, he'd have done it. Because, man, he was stuck in that demonstration trying to explain why his screen was matching using a 4K high-end projector. He was going through it. He was sweating bullets. So he's never, ever going to go through that process ever again. So you can pressure on one, he's not going to do it. But anyway, $14.98 from Home Depot. You can go there and do that. With that, no problem. We've had this before. Let's see. Let's go over and get some glidden. You got glidden in here? Glidden. Now, if you're a mixer, you don't want to mix, you don't want to do anything crazy to it, then just go slide it off a shelf. It does the same thing. He just showed you in the demonstration. It does the exact same thing. You don't have to put no black into it, no glitter, nothing. It'll match. Let me see. Glidden, great paint, Home Depot. Let me just butcher my what I just said completely. Let's go with the glidden. Glidden over here we got, this is a nice color right here. Oh, this is a beautiful color right here. Look at that color right there. That's gorgeous. That's beautiful. That's a beautiful color right there. Nice color, right? Let's get this, and let me see. We definitely got to have this in flat because you don't want it in gloss. Gloss, man, your projector hit that, you'll be hot spotting like crazy. Let's go with 1 quart. Let's do a gallon. Let's do 5 gallons right here. Let's see what we get for 5 gallons. So 5 gallons is $95. But do you need 5 gallons of screen? Well, we're going to call it screen paint anyway because it's pretty much what they're using it for. You don't need 5 gallons. All right, so let's go down here and let's go grab a gallon instead. All right, we got a gallon in flat. We got it in the premium. What do we got coming up here? $19.98. And by the tone of this, it'll easily match this product with no problem. Why are you out there? That's why if you look at his customers, no new customers are popping up. They're not showing off anything at the end of the day. You know why? Because they're embarrassed. And nobody in the right mind's going to walk into it. I got the CINEMAX. You got house paint, brother. You got house paint. Who's going to come up and... No. So let's go for a quart. This is a gallon. Gee whiz, what is a quart going to cost? Let's go with a gallon. Let's go with a quart. We're going to get a quart right here. A quart right here. Drum roll, please. $9.98. That's it. You remember when I sat there and said the tones are coming, that these are products that could easily match a house paint or screen paint with no problem. You have to put nothing in it at all. How much you want to bet that he's over here buying his paint and he's shipping it to you and charging you more money for it? You're sitting there paying $50 for a product that you literally could have went and got it for $10. How much you want to bet? Because if you look at it, people sit there and say, well, it's not. No, look at what he's making. It's $50 is what he's making. How much of that eats up his profit? And if he spends $15 for containers, and he turns around and he spends, let me see, at a quart, $10 here. That's $20 already off the chopping block. That's $30 left over. You still got to ship it out. That's $8. Ain't much left after that. And nickels and dimes. So he ain't making much. And now imagine if he had to add black paint to that too, on top of that, to get the tone. He ain't got nothing left after that. There's nothing there. So he's got to be sliding paint off the shelf. It's right there. It's basic right there. Now, for the other products that he's charging 70, 80, all that money for, those are overseas customers. He's just ripping them off for the sake of just ripping them off. 2 quarts of that product for $110. And you mean to tell me that's the same product we seen match house paint? We're trying to get $110 accrued? Of course, mine, he's adding in the $70 surcharge fee. He's going to charge you for it at the end of the day. But the funny thing about a surcharge fee is the fact that countries are not like flat rate shipping. Countries overseas fluctuate. I can sit there and spend $120 shipping something to freaking Ireland, and then the next day over here, I can ship over here to another third world country, and it costs me like almost $160. The $70 is just to basically cut down on how much it could cost them, but it costs them a lot. And he probably ends up with nothing. He probably ends up putting money out of his own pocket. So chances are, in order for him to ship those items out, he has to take money out of his own pocket to put into a company that basically can't feed and survive. So Jamie, let me explain to you about business real quick. When you first, companies are like having a newborn baby. That's what it's like. So when I started off with digital and crystal screen paint, I was on eBay selling vintage toys. So I sold my vintage toys to support my other company because it was just a baby at the time. Didn't know much, still learning, and I'm still trying to get it to get up and walk on its own, feed itself, take care of itself, defend itself. But right now it's a baby. So I'm basically working at one place, going here, picking up items, doing the research on all these vintage toys, and getting the information out there and making a little money so I can support my other company. And then meanwhile, the company I have, it starts picking up. But still, it's not enough demonstrations to prove the product's worth. So I got to work harder to get it where it needs to get to. So then we do more tests, we do more demonstrations, we do this, we do that, we go to different forum sites, we start getting into fights and challenging our technology against other people in the day that we have a product, and our product at the time was Goose Screen, to go against Goose Screen. Goose Screen product was, you took you forever to paint a screen, that's how I felt at the time, and it required all these different paint strokes and different ways you had to prepare it and this and the other, and we came out there and started doing demonstrations that you could paint the screen in under what was it, an hour? Yeah, about under an hour you could paint the screen. Now mind, that particular time, that was considered to be a lot of less time. What you had to do with Goose Screen. You could paint on any surface you want. You don't have to worry about sanding or none of that stuff. And this is where it started making our product popular. So then at one point, when I was getting into a dispute with eBay about how I got ripped off because I sent these little G.I. Joe action figures over to a fellow who basically sent me back nothing in return, and they got away with it. And I'm like, I'm done with eBay. I'm not selling anymore. I didn't realize that my company was making serious amounts of money to the point where I didn't even need eBay anymore. And I basically stopped doing it. So then the company started to support itself. I didn't have to add any money out of my own pocket or nothing. It started to feed itself. More videos were done, more test demonstrations were done to keep the teenager growing, because at that time I was a teenager. And then it actually already picked up some popularity overseas, where we got the contract that came in. Now it's like almost pre-adult. It can defend itself. It has the capability because it has the knowledge and the information that it took years for us to basically engineer that great product to get it where it's at, to get that attention. And by then, we already knew that we had a product that when I sat there and gave him that speech at the table, do not fight for the crumbs below when you have a 4-course meal, because at that particular time, I'd made about 40 to 60 different versions of great paint that you wouldn't even freaking believe. So I knew at the end of the day that I can not only go in and basically tear down my technology, but I can rebuild even better. So I was already at that point, at that stage. And this is where we started introducing the D4K, D5K, and D6K gunmetal technology. Before you even knew what gunmetal was, we had it first. So at that particular time, this is where we started running in 2015 into diamond. This is where all that played into, and between the other company under digital 4K Crystal Onyx, before Crystal Edge was ever made. That's where you messed up. You forgot a company. So in that time, we had the digital 4K Crystal Onyx. That was the development of black technology. And this is the same black technology that we used to wipe out a contract that we were stuck in because it was a global contract for 10 years. By then, my technology was no longer a pre-adult, but it's a full-grown warrior and was designed to do what it was designed to do, destroy anything in its path. And as we were doing at the time, we were challenging everybody with that black technology, including wiping out our entire contract, destroyed the old company and built a new one from the ground up. Had all the beta testers testing the technology constantly against the old to wipe out the contract. And they took me to court. So they took me to court and they basically said at the end of the day, they have rights to all my technology. No, they don't, because I was smart enough when I signed the contract that I didn't sign it under my name. I signed it under digital and crystal screen paint. So they had all entitlements under digital and crystal screen paint, and we used it to do beta testers all together to wipe out the company, which left them with nothing. That's what happens when you try to cheat and rob me at the end of the day. You think you're going to take from me at the end of the day, you're going to steal from me. This is what you get. And I gave him the speech. As a matter of fact, the last conversation I gave to him, I gave him that little riddle again. I said, you know what that means, right? You guys were so filled with greed that you just wanted to take everything from me, rip me off, take my company from me. You're fighting over those little crumbs on the table. You didn't bother to look up and see that full-course meal waiting up there for you. If you had basically become truthful and honest with my company, you would have been involved in the black technology we have today. Yeah. So they lost out. They disappeared. Well, every once in a while, they do pop up and they do talk to me, but I just block them. I have no interest at all. So this is the thing you have to understand, Jamie. Your company is staggering. It's like, what's the word for it? It's like watching something, like a human being slowly turn into a zombie. You're constantly, you're decayed, you're basically full of diseases, you're basically slowly morphing into something that nobody wants to be around or even wants to touch. That's what your product is right now. And literally that's what it is. It's a disease product. Anything that comes in contact with it goes down with it. Only difference between it comes to us at the end of the day, our technology is so far advanced, you know what I mean? At the stage we're at right now, man, we could just basically, oh, look, I stepped in dog crap and just wipe it off and move about our business. And that's what it comes down to. He can't feed his company. $50. You dropped your price. In a business, you're not supposed to decline. You're supposed to actually keep building up. You literally dropped your product all the way down to $50. You're not making any money off of that. And you can't make any money off of that. Can you get the product? Can you get as much money as we get for our product? Can you get that? No, you can't get it. You know why? Because you can't go into I can go to any forum site, any certified screen I can take on. You know how much money that product is worth? The one we're about to go pretty soon, we're going to obsolete that technology. We just showed you what that technology is designed to do. And we're going to obsolete it because we don't want it anymore because we have another advanced model coming far beyond that. That gives the certified screen something to think about at the end of the day. The very product that we use for test demonstrations, doing like I said, very nice side-by-side comparison, is a product we're going to be obsoleting because we don't want it anymore because we have an advanced technology better than that coming up. So what does that say for them? There you go. See? And then we had the TV technology at 60%. There's not even anywhere near completion yet. So that shows you the level that we stand on. But at $60, you dropped your product at $60. Not getting no 15, 16 orders. There's no way in the world. After what people seen already, there's nobody buying that. Who in their right mind? I bought the CINEMAX. You're freaking people look at them like, there's a sucker born every minute. You literally, this is probably you understand, Jamie. You were in a video. Let's try to help Jamie remember some things. I wish I had opened up for a hot mic. I should have. But he just came here and just ran and carried on. You were in a video matching house paint twice. You still have the same products that you got caught with being sold on your website. Do you not understand that? This is the reason why people won't touch your stuff because they don't want to get ripped off. Do you understand now? Why would I work hard, go buy a screen paint that I literally just watched the owner who makes it match a freaking house paint on every freaking level, and he did this on a laser 4K projector, a top model machine? Why would I give you my money? Why? I'm just going to go down to Sherwin-Williams. I'm going to buy that for $30 a gallon, and I'm done. That's it. There you go. Simple and plain. The personal mix. You got it down there at 25 or 2200 lumens. Guy with 3500 lumen 4K projector couldn't get it to work. It washed right out on his screen. All the demonstrations he does on the products are in the dark because if he turns the lights on, the screen washes out. Yeah, no one's going to do that, man. And then you want people to come in and say, you know, you're delusional. You are not in touch with what's going on around you. You come on talking about the best of the best, the best of the best. You know what you remind me of? You remind me of, you remember Seinfeld, where they had that gym teacher? Can't stand ya. Yeah, and he went nuts and he ended up in the freaking alleyway somewhere just saying the same thing. Can't stand ya. Can't stand. That's going to be you, man. That's literally going to be you. You are in freaking denial. You are in a serious mind trip denial. Yeah, man. Look, I'm going to tell you something. Do your little fake demonstrations at the end of the day. I don't care. My stuff is back 100%. I don't care at the end of the day. We got demonstrations. I can give you challenges all day long. You can't even do them. You want that network grade? You got 3 days to give me a confirmation to send it to your house. I'll send it to your house with a signature confirmed. You can go to Home Depot, pick any black paint you want, send it here. I'll do it live on camera. I ain't got no problem with that. But I can see you got problems. Other than that, Jamie, your stuff is trash, man. It is trash. Let me go right here real quick. Oh my goodness, I just thought about something. Can I get a paint can that looks like a trash can? See? But no, that's me doing it again. See, that's why I said I got that pitbull mentality. That comes from basically, you know, going against companies and people trying to take me under. That's where that comes from. Where I have to sit back when I get off camera, like, you know, you ain't got time for this, right? You got all this stuff you got to develop. You got this place you working on. To say this with common sense starts kicking back into my head. You got all this stuff you got to do. You ain't got time to be dealing with this nonsense. And the day, man, say what you got to say. Move it on. That's literally me when I get off camera. You got things to do. Monday morning, you're going to be trapped in here, tenfold in this place up. So let's go over here and let's grab, let's just grab, oh, no. Yeah. Let's just grab it real quick. Let's go. And that freaking, and I'm going to tell you something real quick. I just got to say this. What the heck were you thinking when you made that freaking dark mix or whatever that stuff was? Oh my goodness, I swear sometimes. I swear. I think really, dude, if you nod your head back and forth, it would literally sound like a penny, a single penny in a can. I'm not trying to be rude here, but you took videos from 5 to 1 years back and stuck them in there thinking no one was going to catch on to that. Jamie, I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one that's catching on to this bullcrap that you do every day. UV mix. You know what? I'm getting that freaking dark gray product they had in there. We got that gunmetal Imperial coming up. I'm using that to test against my paint. That right there is where we're going to start having fun. And I tell you why. I'm not trying to be disrespectful to any companies we test against. No disrespect towards you, but it is what it is. Okay, I'm just going to put it that way. When we have black technology, it's a bit of a cakewalk because that technology will eat anything up. Now, gunmetal, that's more of a challenge for me because, again, we don't have any of the black screens to test against. It's not my gunmetal, and this is more fun for me because maybe it's a possibility somebody may take down our screen. That excites me. You know why that excites me at the end of the day? Because that's technology I can learn from. They're doing something we're not doing. I can learn from their technology. That excites me. Don't excite you guys at the end of the day. You guys are scared of tests like that. I still want to see the storage screen. That storage screen, good gracious, that screen is gorgeous, man. The diamond is impressive. I'll tell you what I found out. I still can't get over that. Diamond, I'll tell you something about diamond technology. Like I said, I'm not a big fan of how they treated me, but I do respect the technology. They always leave me with an impression of wow, every single time. Always. The white levels on that screen are beautiful. They're absolutely beautiful. Like I said, in order to go against that technology, you have to have a tremendous good white level on a black screen to challenge that technology. I told you they were good. But their white levels on a gunmetal, oh my God, that thing is freaking beautiful. I mean, like I said, sometimes we do drop a little lower than their screen. You've seen that in the demonstration. But again, remember, we're using a jet black technology at the end of the day. So we do expect for that to happen. But still, for a gunmetal, that screen scares me a little bit when it comes to the Imperial because we don't know. That screen pulled a tremendous white level. Gorgeous. On top of that, the other thing that blew me away, it had zero freaking viewing angle. It had no black around the edges. Sorry about that, Stan. Nothing. They always leave me with an impression of good technology every time. The first time I saw that technology and I put against a digital one, I was like, I was blown away on how advanced they were over the stuff that I had. We had to go in that direction. We didn't have a choice. See what I mean about the black technology? We have to go in that direction. We don't have a choice. There we go. That's the point we're trying to push right there. But out of all the screens I've tested, I've had DMP Supernova, fantastic technology. We like theirs. Out of the Elite screens, I love the Dark Star 9, another amazing screen. Daylight screen, which I can't pronounce your screen correctly because I will butcher the daylight side of it, but still, that was an amazing piece of technology. Any kind of gunmetal we had in there was fantastic. But as I told you before, the Diamond is king when it comes to certified screens. It is an amazing piece of technology, and that's what I found amazing about me first when he took that shit around. I've never seen any demonstration like that, ever. So he was doing demonstrations on a level that nobody else was doing. That's what pushed us, like, we got to do things like that. We got to learn from this man at the end of the day. Let's do things way outside the box. Let's not be like the normals. There you go. Now, again, people are like, oh, you're saying, oh, it's nice stuff. No, I don't want to work with them. I don't want to work with anybody at all, period. I want to work with the people that we've already selected, and that's it. I don't want to be a huge mega I don't want that. I want to be a small little mom and pops, barely noticeable, but extremely dangerous. That's what I want to be. You ever heard of those cars that they have at races that they look like they're beat up and rusted, but these things got freaking monster engines under the hood? This, you know, the pink slip killers. And they come up and they got this rusted, people call onto them now, but they come with this rusted beat up car and you got this fancy, beautiful car. Like, yeah, I'll race that piece of junk. You don't realize that sucker got a freaking evil engine in it. Just boom, blows your car clean out of the water and you got your pink slip that fast. That's what we want to be. We want to be under the radar, but powerful. We want people to underestimate, to think that bottom line, they could take us and the outcome would be destructive. That's what we want. So keep it under the radar. Let's go look for this real quick. UV mix. You know that's going on, that sound in the background? That's Jamie flooding our email because he's upset. So he's angry typing back there. That's what that is. Let me see. It's UV mix right here. Let's look this up. So anything he had on his paint, this is 4 years ago. If you look at the videos, nothing recently, 4 years ago. You can only go so far with this stuff. It only does so much. That's it. It doesn't really do a lot. He hasn't made anything new in 4-something years because he hit his ceiling. There's nothing else for him. That's why we gave him the option to make black paint, because I'm kind of curious, can he actually make this stuff? And he actually couldn't make it. He kept messing up. I'm like, okay, we know exactly how far his ability in paints go. This is, let me see. Yeah, these are all 4. You know when, I mean, has anyone done any reviews past 4 years? Anything? Nothing. And then now what people know already, let me see, make sure I'm gonna hit my buttons here. Make my buttons to the top of whatever over here. Now what people know already about this product's matching a lot of house paint, they won't touch it. Oh, that's our unboxing video right there on the UV Mix. There's no test on this product, nothing. We couldn't track anything down. Here it is. This is a customer right here got mad and complained to him about his product not working. And this is a customer who spoke to him, clearly stated he spoke to him about the UV Mix theater paint and how the product came up dirty. And we knew that was going to happen because, again, if you put a lot of black paint in the white paint, that's usually what happens.
The fastest way to increase the length of your manhood, if you want to increase the size of your tool and make it stronger.
I swear, man, at the end of the day, I wouldn't even let my kids watch. If I had kids, I wouldn't let them watch any kind of TV. You see what I mean? At the end of the day, I feel sorry for people who got kids at the end of the day. Gee whiz Louise, that's just messed up. You imagine if my little ones were behind me and they heard that nonsense pop up. Well, I have little ones, I have God kids I take care of. But anyway, still, that's crazy. This is why you can't have anything anymore. Just put it on PBS and leave it at that. Ja. All right, let's go back over here. So, already, this is what the guy says. Let me see, make sure we put this on pause real quick. All right. He says right here, this is a description of Crow's UV Mix. We told you this was going to happen. This is a normal wall already on the wall. A normal paint already on the wall. We did not paint the wall to have a theater someday. So he didn't paint the wall for theater someday. So I was surprised to see that Crow1176 paint showed no change from our normal wall paint that we use in the entire basement. So literally, they had an entire basement already coated with gray paint and no difference. Same thing we told you, this stuff matches house paint easily. Now down here, he writes a little bit more down here about how he's talked to the seller and how the seller ensured him that the product was going to work. Mind, there's no testing under the UV Mix at all. No testing. So this happened in 2019. I spoke to the seller and told him my exact setup, my exact projector, all the lighting and the elements. The same thing happened. The other guy probably told him the same thing, where it was located and what type of wall he recommended. What type of wall he recommended Crows UV. Let's see, all the environment screen paints. Okay, all environment screen paint. So you mark it as an all environment screen paint. I applied it, kept in mind in the video that one side of the screen is regular and the wall, keep in mind, one side of the screen paint is regular and the wall we painted. Okay, the entire basement before this, just a normal, he's going up right now. I told you he's snapping. A normal painted colored wall, nothing special, nothing. So basically his products show nothing special, nothing. And I'll put the link below. We can actually read through all of this. I'll put it down there for you so you can read it. But yeah, this guy goes in and said there was nothing, no difference, nothing. I could not believe there was no difference besides nothing at all. I told you. That stuff matched bullseye primer. I was in the attic one time, and I was basically painting, priming the attic, because I was going to do a screen setup up there. And I was like, you know, this looks exactly what I purchased. I went downstairs and I wrote down, like, oh, snap. It matched. And I mean, with nothing in it. So again, considering at 50 bucks, now see right here, this is, and on top of it, he wrote that the wall, the paint was going dark on them. So this right here is the original color, white, right here. And this is Crow's. He also didn't do well against a guy called HD Pro. We tested him against his product, and Crow's product came up very dirty on that too also. How many messages do you think we got so far? Got like 50, 60, maybe 70 messages in there? Probably so. You know that Wix is basically monitoring the account because we told them we had activity where somebody was on the account carrying on. So they're actually monitoring the messages that are going back and forth. We need to send like maybe about 20 of those to the detectives unit. That's basically, that's all we need. We don't need all of them. But anyway, yeah, the paint was horrible. The guy didn't like it. He was very upset with it. UV test. The UV. Let me see. CINEMAX. CRN. It's interesting because now when people see the CINEMAX, they see house paint. Do you think you did any other demonstrations with the CINEMAX versus any gray paint? Let's try something here for a minute. Let's try gray. You know what? No, forget it. Let's do it better this way. I like to go to the horse's mouth. Let's go to the website. Let's go to the website. The website's kooky. Let's go to his channel and let's see if we can find any tests on anything. Let's have a go. Let's go do another field trip. We're going on a field trip. Let's go. Everybody got their permission slip. Let's go. Here we go. This should be it right here. All right. Let's see right here. Let's go pop over to, let me see. We don't worry about that. We did these tests thousands of times. That's just Jamie doing dirty stuff as always. If our product came out dark, there's no way in the world we would have been able to take on the diamond. It'd be virtually impossible. Or even go side by side with it. So we already know the dirt you do. Let's go over here and let's have a search through your account. I want to see if we got anything in here with your products matching and doing any kind of test. Let's do it a gray versus gray on the CINEMAX. Now, mind you, Jamie, you already said you tested our product as you claimed. And now you said you tested it again. So, again, why would you have to do it twice? It shows you never had it in the first place and you still don't have it at all. Because, again, if it doesn't react right, Jamie, then it should do the exact same thing over here. How would that even work? It would do the exact same thing in any site we've been on. It would do the exact same thing. The only difference is your product match house paint in our video demonstration, and then it turned around and match house paint in your demonstration. There you go. You got to be clicking now. You're clicking. There we go. Yeah, that's the difference. We put our stuff against black paint, it don't match. But your stuff in any demonstration, it matches. But anyway, let's go over to here. So we're looking for CINEMAX. We need CINEMAX gray versus gray. Gray versus gray. Now this is what we pulled up right here, so you can see. Gray versus gray. Anything? You think we're going to bring anything up? Let me see. So let's see what we got going on here. CINEMAX versus, let's see, Free Live Gray Mix, Crows versus Gray Mix Live. Let's see. We've seen this on already 2 months ago. Oh, this is the one we took that black, whatever that paint it was, and did something with it, and it didn't match. So that's 2 months ago. What do we got here? We got actual gray paint. Nothing there. That's the 200-inch screen that washed out, just like the customers did. That's supposed to be a 39. We're still waiting for the receipts on that. We never got the receipts on that one. And this is supposed to be Crow's gray mix versus black. Yeah. If our screen came out that dark, you know, we would have never been able to beat the gray screens we have over here. Matter of fact, the whole wall we got over there is freaking gray that we got the screen splashed behind. So that would have never showed up at all, period. And then over here, we got the, what's this right here? That's supposed to be Superior. This is from 1 year ago. There's nothing there. This is from 2 months ago. You know, it's interesting how he keeps talking about his CINEMAX as if it doesn't match house paint. Yeah, nothing there at all, period. All right. So we know, Jamie, put it this way. You have to understand this. The CINEMAX itself. Anything we put on the CINEMAX is house paint automatically. Now, I don't care what kind of projector you use. I don't care what kind of paint you switch out, what you test next to. It doesn't make a difference. It's house paint. I don't care what you do at the end of the day. What we saw in the demonstration, you matching house paint, that's all that matters to the customer. You couldn't care less if you come there with an 8K projector or a 20K projector. He doesn't care. All it matters is you match house paint. The difference between me and you, Jamie, at the end of the day, that when you do false demonstrations against my products, I can go in and I can basically take my product anywhere and it works around anybody. You, on the other hand, did a demonstration against your own product, or we did the demonstration first and we matched. And you did the demonstration and you matched. What does that say? There you go. There's nothing in here at all, period, on this. Let me see. What do we got on here for, let me see. Cinema. Oh, customer review. I wonder if any customers are walking around this thing. Let's see. Anyone past the date that when he got busted? CINEMAX. CINEMAX. Let me see. CINEMAX. Customers. So let me see. We got customers right here on the CINEMAX. This is about 4 months ago. And this is supposed to be, I don't know what kind of video he's doing here. So where's the customer? Wait. This is you posting the video? No, it's supposed to be the customer who posted the video who's given the review. Look. Where's the customer at? You're supposed to show the actual customer review. You know, like we have people going, they show us screens outside, stuff like that. Where's the customer review? Now, keep in mind, if our products did as, let me show you something real quick. Let's go over here to, this is our page right here. Oh, I got to refresh this too because we got new hits on this page. Okay, let's see. Bam. Today with the internet, come on. Here we go. All right, let's go through our page real quick. See, these are the difference between what we do and what he does. All fully done. This is a dedicated theater room setup. We're showing people how to do your own dedicated theater room setup. That's my joint right there. That's my screen fully lit environment. Bum. Oh, that's a demonstration on Infinity Black levels. Demonstration. See, Jamie, again, this is what we do. Look at that. That's what he's mad about. He can't pull that Infinity Black in a fully lit environment. Customers ranting. They loving about that. This is the Iron Man outside 150, the new gunmetal technology coming out. Oh, this is the SL screen demonstration we did. Outside demonstrations at 1,000 lumens. Yeah, 1,000 lumens outside. Fun. All right, let's keep moving. All right, demonstrations again. Demonstrations on the new blackout cloth coming out. Demonstrations on the blackout cloth, or demonstrations on that new blackout cloth coming out. Let's see. Oh, let's see right here. Bum, bum, bum. Look at that. Isn't that crazy? Look at the light right up on top of the screen. That's what I'm talking about at the end of the day. Like I said, if our products worked as he claimed, there's no way in the world I would be able to walk on a set by a bunch of people. How would I get around that? No, our products work. Jamie does stuff to tamper with people's products to try to make them look something that they're not. And he's angry and upset because he's outed. He got outed on so many levels. It's not even funny. Dude, man, you ripped up this way. Your pictures are not even yours. Half are not yours. You ripped off pictures from Google. You know how desperate you have to be to rip off pictures from Google? And look at the caliber of the projector he owns. I don't see anybody doing this because it's wrong. But I mean, if he had a 720p, like a really cheap model projector, and he couldn't get it to work on the gray screen, you kind of see where he was going at. But you got a 4K projector. Why are you ripping off pictures and you got a 4K projector? That's pretty bad. That is really bad. Floor technology. I don't know if there's a better one. Oh, yeah. I like this. Isn't it pretty cool? They put this new option here. Man, I'll take advantage of any option they put on here, man. Yeah. That thing's going to be amazing, isn't it? All right, let me see. TV technology right here. This is our products matching TVs. Let me see. Now, mind you, people, as we're doing this, right, and I always back up everything I do, this guy is constantly ranting. So I told you at the end of the day, that's crying Jamie. I told you that. This is how easy it is to get Jamie to tell on himself. All I got to do is come in here, talk about his product, show a couple of demonstrations of a matching house paint, and he goes off. Told you. That's Jamie the entire time in there. So that's what he does. The whole video, Jamie, it's not about, it's about you crying on our accounts. You've just proven that a few minutes ago. All I had to do was just mention a couple of things about you, and you start hitting the channel. So even if you sit there and say that was never me, you just said it was you. You're too easy, man. You're way too easy. My goodness. Contrast level. Let me just go straight to video. It's going to go forever going through all this. It's just too much stuff in here. Let's go to the top, people. My goodness. It's like herding sheep. That's what it is at the end of the day with him. It's like herding sheep with him. It's so freaking easy to get him to basically trigger. All I had to do is just show a few videos and boom, automatically hitting the account like crazy. And if he had said nothing, like he had came in and said nothing at all and said, hey, that wasn't me. I've never sent anything over to him. He's just making it up. You would have got away with that. So how do I get you to confess? I just show something that I know is going to make you trigger, and that's it. And you just do the rest for me. Thank you. So that's what he does. He rants on our channels. I don't go to your channel and do all that stuff, man. I have other things to do. You see this right here? This is a dedicated theater room I built for myself. Because I was on a forum site talking to somebody about our products working in dedicated theater rooms. And he was like, look, before you can come in here and talk to us, build one first. He was right. I can't be upset with him because he was 100% right. I mean, how would my stuff react? I have to go find out. So I built one. And there's our screen right there. And when I came back in to show him the video, it's like, okay, now we're talking, my man. What you want? What you got? What you got for us? Yeah. Now he's ready to talk money, talk business. Because I had to go in and put that thing together. And you can see the time and effort that I wanted to put the whole thing together. And I meant business at the end of the day. Jamie, did you build one? No, you didn't build one of these. You know why you didn't build one of these? Because, again, I'm not going to say about that at the end of the day. But you could have built one. You could have rented a garage and built one. Garage is like, what, $300 a month? They're cheap. And this commercial on top of that, you could have rented a garage. You got a garage underneath you somewhere? You could have did that right there. No, you're lazy. If you're too lazy enough to make a proper SKU number on your site to track down your freaking inventory and it's going to somebody else that has nothing to do with your inventory, you're not building anything like this. That entire room was painted in screen paint. Did you know that? Except for the floor, but the whole entire place is painted in screen paint. So yeah, when I was in there talking to the guy, he was like, no. This is dedicated in here, buddy. I know who you are. get yourself a dedicated room. You can come back. I got the room finished. Like, I'm back. He was like, oh, shoot. I was like, yeah. I put the work in. It was some work. But now I got the experience on how to build one. I'll tell you that much. Let me see. Oh, reels. We got to go into reels. Here we go. Let's go put our reels up. There we go. Why am I even on here? It's going to take forever. We're in so many places on here. We're outside. We're inside. Okay, let me see. I showed this to the woman at the bank. She was blown the freak away. I showed it to the woman at the bank. She said, what do you do? I said, I develop a black projection screen you paint on your walls. I get this all the time from people. I said, black? Like black? I said, yeah, black. She said, pose an image? I said, yeah, pose an image. You can go outside with it. So let me see some demonstrations. And I go pull that up. I pull up my other demonstration. Go, oh, what the freak? And I was like, yeah. They were like, oh, man. They were like, you ever think about, getting a loan? No, we don't do loans at the end of the day. I don't owe anybody jack. Yeah, I got offered a loan. If I wanted a business loan, set my package, they know they're going to make money off of it. They know from the door when she saw that technology pop like that. Because you know why? These people have white and gray screens, and they're used to having screens wash out on them. They're used to spending money for expensive projectors, being dark environments, calibrating all that bullcrap, as Jamie pushed them through. They're not used to seeing that, watching the screen pull up like that. So the first thing she is like, you can get a loan from us. Definitely support this 100%. No, we don't want that. That's why if you look at my Credit Karma account, I got nothing on there because I don't owe anybody. I don't take no loans. Paid off my student loan when I got into a car accident. It was like 23. At the time, it was way back. That's when I went to restaurant school. It was like 23,000, something like that. And when I got hit by the car and I got the money, I was like, guess what I'm doing with this? I'm paying off. And I got walked off with about $6,000. That was it. Paid that sucker off. You ain't got no interest on me, nothing. Paid off, done. Yeah, most people wouldn't do that. They get that kind of money, they go shopping. Nope, first thing popped them, let me get this loan out of the way. Because I'm not paying them back jack when I'm done. I don't deal with credit cards of any kind. I use all debit cards. I use my own money. Because again, that's how you accumulate problems at the end of the day. People taking one credit card to pay another credit card off. No. Any car loans? No. Houses? No. I rented everything. So I got an outstanding credit score. I don't owe nothing. And any place I walked in, I tallied up my debt and I left. But this right here, this is what customers want. Now, Jamie, this right here is a dedicated black CINEMAX. So again, this is a customer displaying our product. And this is recently too. Okay. This is on our website. Where's your customers at? Sorry about the curse words. Now, how is it possible that only in your apartment only things don't work, but in everybody else's, in every place we've been at, it works perfectly fine? Interesting. But interesting, when I do the black versus black, our stuff won't match either way. And when you do gray versus gray, it does match. Let's see. Oh, he's box battling. Look at him. He's in there box battling. Are you box battling? He's box battling. Wow. You box battling. Yeah, we're getting ready for that silver coming through. That's why I'm getting the walls and everything ready. Taking out any excess nails. I got to go in there with the grinder and saw stuff out because we got freaking screws in there. I'm looking at it now like, gee, I got to get rid of all this. So I got to get everything ready for Monday because Monday's going to be a crazy day. All right, people. I'm not going to take too much of your time. It's Saturday. We got things to do, right? We got to go out and do stuff and wash your car, chill with your kids, whatever we got to do. Enjoy yourselves. Be safe out there. At the end of the day, like I said, we back their products up. We've done everything we possibly could to make sure our products do exactly what they say. And at the end of the day, this is the kind of hatred we got to deal with. We got to deal with it. And anything you're going to do in life, you're going to have to deal with this crap. You're just going to have to. You don't want to, but you're going to have to. This is what it comes down to. So, you know, let them rant, let them carry them, let them whine and cry. You know what I mean? We don't go read the messages. I need to take 20 of them, send it down to the detectives unit so they can have it. And then basically Wix is actually monitoring the page right now because we said we had activity on our page that was disrupting. It wasn't disrupting, but that's what we told them because, again, they need to know this before we put a complaint in. So they're actually monitoring the activity right now. Until then, I'm going to go in and fill out some more of this information, send this stuff down to the detectives unit so we can get all this wrapped up. And we can get Jamie taken care of and hopefully get him in court in December so we can get him prosecuted for some of the stuff he's been doing. But that just comes down to that jealousy at the end of the day. That's what it comes down to. Let's come out of here. But as I said before, you can just save your money. Don't pay $50 for something. You can literally just go here and just get it yourself. If he won't do the demonstration for you, that's the first red flag that tells you go buy the house paint. If that's your thing, you like the gray, that's for you, then you go buy the gray. Oh, let me help you out with this real quick. Let me go down and get you some free ingredients. I'm going to show you something real here. All right, so there's a few people who make free gray screen paint products besides us that you can get free gray paints from. And Jamie's more than welcome to do the demonstrations on his own products. I mean, I'm still waiting for that black versus black. If someone can help me out and give him a little pressure to do that demonstration, because that challenge been sitting around for 2 years, and he refuses to do it. What's going on? All right, so let's go over here and let's grab let's see. I can't believe they're trying to get like 200 and this is the other thing too. I told you about, oh, this is the paint that was in here. The one I was trying to figure out which one it was. Hold on for a minute. I got to pop in here for a minute.
TD clear.
There's a certain paint I wanted to get. It's from Home Depot. It's from Home Depot? And it's from Home Depot. It's a really pretty color.
Simple drain.
All right, get out.
Cut.
Oh, never mind. I need this.
Connect. And thread. Clamp by hand. Attach the loop to form a leak-free track. Because you're done.
Oh, we definitely buying that. So this is paint I was looking for.
Makeover videos with you. In this video, we will paint her.
So these are the gray paints that you can use at the end of the day. He won't test. He won't go near. Save yourself some money. I'm actually gonna get one of these. There was something called something Miss, or white silver, but something crazy. So this one right here. We have is, yep, that's the white metal. It's white metal. That's what it was. I'm picking this up when I go pick up the Home Depot and get one of these. Jamie, I will send this to you for free. I will buy all of these and send them to you for free. Just give me the permission slip to send and I will basically send this to you. Definitely. Now, mind you, people, not to be like one-sided. If he wants, he can go to Home Depot and get some black paint and send it to us. I don't mind that. But anyway, yeah, I got to send this to you. This stuff is freaking gorgeous. Look at the color of it. Here comes Charlie. That's the big train coming through. I can hear him already. Look at that color. Told you, I can hear Charlie before he comes up. I'm actually getting a mini Charlie in here. I'm gonna buy me a Lino train, mini Charlie. All right, now this one is flannel. This one's a little darker. This is with nothing in it. Look at this. That's flannel gray. Flannel gray. I'm gonna hold that there for a minute. In case you wanna snap a picture of that, it'll be right there. Or you can come back and check it in the video. You can ask them to test these products. Look at the color of this. Ooh, that's beautiful, ain't it? Look at that. Flannel gray. This is Element. That's what Element looks like. Ooh, look at that right there. Jamie, I'm gonna tell you something right now off the bat. That looks exactly like your stuff. Very easy. That looks exactly like your stuff. Now let me see. Bum, 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 bum. Oh shit, let's just dig us up. We got it anyway. Didn't I post this already at the free? I put the free, right? No, that was his screen. We tested the screen. You know we tested the screen paint, right? Look, check this out. there, not there. No. What do we have here? That's over there. Is it right? What I said memory usage. Let me see. Black and white phantom. Yeah, that's this product right there. That's his products right there. They wouldn't work. Couldn't get them to work. They just wouldn't run. And that right there is a network gray. Mind you, we did the network gray on this product far before he did it. It just wouldn't work. And he did the demonstration. He did the same thing we did. It matched. Oh, wow. Anyway, I'm going to find this free paint for y'all. Because we got free paint. Free paint. I'll find this for you. Free gray screen paint. We got the ingredients too. If you want to make it that way, you know what I mean? But if I were you, I would just basically go in and just slide it off the shelf. That's what I would do. Now, Jamie, what I want to do is, I want to go in and I want to do a separate video. I want to do a video, the breakdown of what you charge and why we do believe that you're basically selling your customers house paint. There is no way in the world that we know you're not making a profit. We know that from the door. But it's not about you not making a profit. It's about whether or not, if you're giving your customers house paint, how much of the product that you're actually selling is actually something made from scratch. So since there's no test, and the only test we have that we've seen on it so far is the gray versus gray, and that match house paint, that right there doesn't help you at all, period. It just shows at the end of the day, this is a very easy way for you to basically make your product look like, you know, something different because of the 4K projector, and then push to your customers house paint. You charge them for basic house paint. Do you have any idea how much trouble you can get into? That's fraud beyond belief of fraud. So they're not going to do, they take your product down, they're going to buy your stuff, and they're going to put you against house paint. That's what they're going to do. That stuff matches like it did in that video, you got some serious fraud charges. They're going to go into your PayPal account, they're going to dig back on how much of this stuff you sold to the consumers, and they're going to actually put out, like, people can file a, what they call a joint lawsuit against you. Now, if you won't do the demonstration yourself, we know at the end of the day that you're not going to go in court and do it. We know that from the door. So y'all might be getting some free money. Well, it depends. It depends. Mind you, he's got some serious stuff coming his way, so his money's gonna be tied up quite a bit. He's got them charges coming in from the post office. That's about 20 million. No, not 20 million. It's $1 million lawsuit for each one of those. Not lawsuit, but fine. You have to pay a fine. Sorry about that. Fine. He has some criminal charges. They're like $1,000. Ain't much, about $1,000 for each one of those fines, and about, I think, $1,000. And I think 1 year in jail or something like that. But you're gonna have to get around those first. But they could work something out where they could break it down for you. Let me see. Because you can show that basically he committed fraud. That's why I told Danny with that range gain, that'll get you out. You're gonna get messed around and get a lawsuit after that, because someone's gonna paint that in. They're gonna come back to you and they're gonna ask you, how do we get the particular higher gain? We don't even know if we got it or not. You're gonna have to show them that you got it. How are you gonna do that? Let me see. How are you going to do it? How are you going to show them? You can't show them. You have a lawsuit on your hands. They can take it to court. They can easily clean your clock. When we get it over here, that stuff better do exactly what it's supposed to do. Or yeah, you're going to have some problems come your way. But I'm pretty sure what he's going to do is he's going to go in and he's going to basically cancel the order because he don't want us having his address. You can have my address. I don't care. But you don't want me having your address. Don't worry. I'll get somebody else to get it. They'll get your address for me. And that stuff better do exactly what it's supposed to do. On top of that's another way for us to get your address anyway. We got to take you to court for doing some dumb stuff anyway. I'll have somebody put an order in for your stuff to get your address. Let me see. Let's go over to videos. Oh, man, I'm telling you. Let me see. Oh, we're doing the free mixes for you guys. I'm sitting there thinking about the work I got to do on Monday. I can't wait to get to it. I'm so excited. All right, let me get over here, back to this again. Didn't the digital one have free? It was free, digital one. Yeah, that's what it was. Digital one, crystal. And I think he was trying to do some video against the 2.0. 2.0 has a batch number sitting on it. That's where you're going to court at. Oh, by the way, I forgot about that. I filed. So yeah, you're coming to Philly, so you know that. You're coming to Allentown. I filed a small claims a lawsuit against Jamie for my 2.0. My 2.0 has a batch number on it. Mind you came out of a 5-gallon container, so you're going to have to prove to a judge how your product came out different than the customer that we had actually displaying the product. There was nothing wrong with it. Good luck on that. Thank you for 12 grand, because that's going to be open and shut, so you know that. I plan to hear you mumble in court. I forgot about that. I filed for that. Let me see. Let me get that free screen paint mixes. That's what we're going to do, mixes. All right, so these are free mixes right here. All you got to do is go to my site, type that in, that's it. And if you want to know exactly how advanced my gray screen paints work, hey, just dig me up. I'm right there. You can go see all my demonstrations, see my customers at the end of the day. You can go over to Facebook. You go to Facebook and you have to go and it just says Europe. Digital One Europe. And you will see that our technology was actually overseas on display. That's how good this stuff was. Our stuff was doing stuff at the end of the day that they could never do. But you get it for free, Now, we don't have this website anymore, but we do have the list of products that you can get. Boom, look at that. Boom, 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 boom. These are all the ones we have right here. This is all free if you want to make it at the end of the day. Some of you want to go against Crow, knock yourself out. We got it all right here for you. Even the Sherman-Williams. We got an upgrade version for the Sherman-Williams. If you want to check that out. One of them great products. Let's go pull some more up. So if any of y'all in competition with Crow, we can help you out with that. You need some help? We can design something for you that can dominate this product with no problem. Give it to you for free. Matter of fact, we did. We gave a whole bunch of stuff down here for free. Let me see what we got here for you. And mind you, did we do the whatchamacallit? I think we did do that one. Let me see. Oh, there's our customer right there, showing off the 2.0 right there. Nothing wrong with it. You're gonna pay me 12 grand. I'm gonna give that to charity, by the way. We don't need it. And I would love to see him explain that one. I wish we could bring cameras in court. You have no idea how badly can't wait to see you try to explain to a judge how how these camera angles, they ain't gonna work, man. We got customers showing off that screen. How is it gonna work? And again, if you can't back up, let me explain something to you, Jamie. So when you go to scream, you're gonna get screamed at in court because you run your mouth too much. So let me explain something to you. You can't say anything in court unless you have evidence to back it up, because it falls in the lines of hearsay. Do you understand? You get in the courtroom, you start running your mouth talking about special cameras, and you're gonna mess around and get a 302 on you. You know, in a little room with a straight jacket, yeah, you keep on playing around with that dumb nonsense. No, you can't use it at all, period. You have to have evidence that it actually does exist. Like, I can say your stuff matches house paint. I got you on a video, and I can match it right now if I want to, in court with no problem, and sue you for fraud. Anybody can do that to you. Anybody. There it is right there. This is a request. We did the demonstration on our own product. Look, literally did the slip silver versus our own product and beat it. Jamie didn't do it yet. So I got to do this thing. How much is Jamie making off his screen paint? Boy, I'm telling you, we're going to do that breakdown. I'm telling you, y'all getting shipped house paint. There is no way in the world. Oh, we made the CINEMAX. This is it right here. We literally made this. I forgot we made this product on camera and matched it against his own product. It's black and white paint. It's the same thing as the 2.0. Everything falls in the guideline of 2.0. Told you. It's easy to get. He triggered already that fast. Look at that. He triggered that fast. Frankenstein, when the Frankenstein came out, it was this color. This is what color it was. We were going to make it on camera. We're going to use the whole system. But, you know, when we did the reverse, so we figured out how to make the darker ones. That's the Frankenstein he's painting it right now. He got rid of this video, too. It wasn't missing. He deleted it off his account. Oh, we got a lot of videos. I got to spend a day one day and show you all the videos that we got off of Crow that he deleted off his account. He didn't want you to see that we got. I should just make a channel for this. I'm literally going to have to build a channel for this. Show you all the videos, all the stuff he tried to hide. Watch the message board go up. Look at the color of that. Look at the color of that. All right, so we downstairs making this product right now. There it is right there. I paid money for this thing at the end of the day, and I can make it myself. Like, But here's the thing. We made the mixture, right? But the network gray did better. The network gray matched it with nothing in it. Let's go over here. Oops, sorry about that. Bam. Bam. Match the product. That's your product, right, Jamie? We made it. I know you're in the room. Hello, Jamie. How you doing? He's got to be in here. He's got to be in here. He's got to be in here watching this. Jamie, you see that right there? That is your paint right there. So we matched your paint in 2 different ways. We made it and matched it, and then we turned around and we did the network gray and matched it, and then you did the network gray and you matched it. What do you think about that? There it is. Not only did I match your product, but guess what else we have up here? We have your personal mix up here too. Your personal mix matched also. Look, okay, here's the thing, Jamie. Instead of you getting upset, instead of you getting angry and upset and all that, how about you do the demonstrations and prove me wrong? That's all you got to do. You coming at me, it's not helping you. It's not going to help you at all. We're still going to get orders. We're still going to get this contract. Everything is good. It's Gucci on our end, okay? We're still good because we can back our stuff. But you, if you want to, at the end of the day, prove me wrong, how about you do the house paints? That's all. I'll send them for free. You don't got to pay a dime out of your pocket. I'll buy them all up and I'll ship them right to you. I just need your permission. That's all I need. That's all I need. And I'll send it to you. But you won't do that because you know why? Because you know I'm right. You're self-a-match. Made the product. Look at this. There's the ingredients right there on how to make this product right there. Knock yourself out. I'll put the link below. We got the PPG. We got right there. We got Theater Max 1. We got all these products that we made. We reverse engineered all his products. Every last one of them will match his products. All of them. Even Dark Theater. You know what Dark Theater is, right? Dark Theater is the UV mix. That's what it is. Guess what the UV mix is? That Dark CINEMAX he calls himself selling to you. It's the same thing. Same thing. I'm going to have to basically, this is what I'm going to do for y'all. So I'm hooking y'all up already. Hooking y'all up. Let me go get me a notepad. Get me a notepad right here. Hooking y'all up with free mixes. Free mixes. Got some free mixes. I'm going to take this video right here. I'm going to save all of these for you on a notebook pad. Jamie, you're more than welcome to make these. Just go in and make them. That's all you got to do. If I'm wrong on this, if I'm just talking trash at the end of the day, if that's what I'm doing, right? I'm just talking trash. All you got to do is just prove me wrong. Make these products and put them against your product. Starting with that network gray 773. I say that because I know he's scared of it. He's scared of the network gray. Someone when they're taunting you, all they just call you, go, oh, network gray 773, and hang the phone up. You're like, ah! That'll be you. I bet you have nightmares. You have nightmares about network gray 773. You know, you're sitting there at home watching TV, and something go knock on the door, and you open the door, and nobody there, and like, hello? 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 And the door is shut again, you had to knock again, like, what the freak? Going there, hello? Hello? Then a flashlight, and gonna be network gray, right? Sit in front of you, stab you with a paintbrush full of paint. Da, da, da. You're like, oh. Ah. I would love to see somebody do a YouTube video on that. That'd be hilarious. But you get yourself in trouble. Don't do that. But ain't that'd be funny. It'd be like that. Or you get in this car, and network gray pop up slowly and go, dun, 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 dun. And he runs out of the car, just running to the street, screaming and yelling like some freaking madman. And network gray is walking behind him like Jason, like removing that face, is walking. And the crow falls down, and he starts pushing his feet away, you know, trying to get away from him. And he gets up. You know how they do the whole thing in movies. And then, and he just comes up behind him. Oh my goodness, that'd be so hilarious. I would love to see that. He's terrified of network gray. He is. I think he has nightmares about it. He really does. You know, you have a nightmare where you have a nightmare within a nightmare. You wake up and you actually still in the nightmare. That kind of craziness. Like, he'll wake up and turn to the side, and he'll his wife say something to him, like, go back to sleep, you're having a nightmare. And he'll turn around and it'll be a paint can in his bed. And then he'll turn around and go to sleep, and then wake up like, oh man, woo, I had the most craziest dream. I had a dream I had a can of network grays 7073 in my bed with me. And it'd be a turn around like, oh, you're just having a nightmare. It'd be the paint can like, ah. Yeah, that'd be fun. I'm sorry, people gotta have fun with that. I mean, it's hilarious. He's terrified of this stuff, man. He's actually frightened of it. If I want to shut him down, 2 things I got to do to Jamie. Order his product and get my money back in my account, or basically just challenge him to network gray. That's all I got to do. All right, let's see. Let's see. We got free great products here. Did I copy that? I did copy that. Let me get y'all another one. That's all I got to do. I swear, if I had lived in your apartment complex, I'd have sent somebody to your front door dressed like Network Grade 773. I done paid all the kids in the neighborhood like $20. You gotta just wear this costume and just go to that house right over there for the whole day. Just having people come to your door with t-shirts that say Network Grade 773. Man, you freaking, oh my goodness, I thought about that. I'm getting myself a t-shirt, customized, Network Grade 773. Do they have them? Go to somebody's house, it'd be like his day of horror, like Alfred Hitchcock. It'd be like that. You wake up, the whole paint can incident, Halloween pop-up, kids are coming to the door, dressed like cans of Network Grade 773. That kind of craziness, you know what I mean? Drive down the street on the billboard, it'd be a Sherman Williams sale for Network Grade 773. Go to his friend's house, hey, it's a beautiful color gray. What is it? Network Grade 773. And he's giving a smile, and he just goes crazy and runs out the door. Like Homer, when they ran out of donuts. Right, that thing. Not calling him because, you know, he's big and all, but you know what I mean? Yeah, Homer has that scream down, ah! Like that. But anyway, yeah. That would be hilarious, man. I would pay to see that movie. At a paint store near you. An uninnocent man has cheated many people. Yeah, I would love to see that. I would pay so much money to see that. You ever seen the movie? I don't know. It's like a short film on YouTube. If you never saw it, a guy who gets killed with a spoon. Like this guy comes out of nowhere. He's like some kind of goo, and he has a spoon in his hand, and he's just constantly smacking this guy all over his body with a spoon. It's the same scenario, but it's a paintbrush. And like whatever he does to try to kill it, doesn't kill it. It just keeps coming at him again and again and again. Death by paintbrush. Just be smacking him with the paintbrush. All right, let's get real here. I just had a little fun right there. I'm just terrified of this paint. He really is. Let me see. What's this right here? This is a throwback. 3.0. It's a 3.0 test right here, right there. And that right there. Did we do freeze on this one? I don't think I did freeze on that one. I did freeze on this one. I think I did freeze on this one. Let me check on this one. We got some freebies on here. Oh, we got comments turned off. Why did I turn the comments off for this? Oh, we got no ingredients on there? Dang, let's see what we got here. Let me see. Free digital crystal screen paint. Let me see. We got it here. So we got on that one. We got it there for you guys. Because the website's not there. We got rid of the website. I was paying money on something that we really didn't even need. But we got the ingredients out there. Free shipping. So yeah, I got one list. It's got plenty of paints on it for y'all. I'll put it in there. Like I said, you can go to YouTube. YouTube has free gray screen paints that you can make yourself. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's a do-it-yourself. I forgot to do-yourself video. Do it yourself. Gray. What you doing, Tucker? Oh, my battery charged already. Good. I gotta do something. Really killing time to get my battery to charge so I can get some work done. Gray, gray projector suite to do it yourself right there. Start spreading the news. Somebody there, they make free gray paint right there. Do it yourself gray screen paint right there. Cheap. Get a rear. That's pretty cool. I wonder how many. Okay, before we go, I'm curious how many. We got to come back in and do the breakdown on why. I strongly believe you're getting house paint in the mail. Just going to do a simple mathematical breakdown. Mind you, warning: he is going to rant like crazy. He's going to rant like crazy. So, you know, he's gonna lose it a bit in there. I'm not gonna bring a hot mic in there because he's already in enough trouble as it is. At that time, we bring a hot mic, they'd be like kind of setting him up. So we're not doing that. So let's get out of here. I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna talk about how how we know Jamie's giving you free, you're getting house paint. You're just getting house paint. Number one, the stuff is not tested. Number two, you're definitely getting house paint. There's no way in the world, like I said, no way in the world possible. All right, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna come back in. I got to do this breakdown real quick because I get it from people all the time. Say, hey, can you break it down for us? Why do you believe this? Yeah, we know he's doing it. Again, like I said, if you saw it watching, if you saw that happen to you in a demonstration, and you're thinking like, gee whiz, I really don't have to spend that kind of money. I just grab this instead. Yeah, he's definitely doing that at the end of the day. And if he's saying he's not doing it, well, can we get a demonstration proving this? Just simple and plain. Just prove it. Because I think at one point he said our stuff was supposed to be Dynasty Black. We use Dynasty Black in all our test demonstrations now for fun. All our demonstrations have Dynasty. I'm going to pick some more of that up. I'm going to put that against this paint we got over this product over here. So yeah, we use Dynasty Black and everything for fun. But let's do this. We're going to do this breakdown. The breakdown to prove to you that this man is sending you overpriced house paint. Now, we're expecting for him to be chiming in with the ding, 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 ding on the other end. If you hear the chime, we should have a drinking game. We had a drinking game out of this. All of you would never make it out of the house. You know that, right? And we had a drinking game for every time Jamie chimed in. You guys would be going to the hospital with liver damage. That's how much he chimes in. Like every time Jamie dings in, y'all got to take a drink. I'm not saying that because somebody may get alcohol poisoning because this guy hits a lot. You know what I mean? We're not doing that. But it would be an interesting drinking game. Let's see how many times we can trigger Jamie today. All right. I can't do that. I got things to do. Let's come back and talk about why we feel that Jamie is ripping you guys off and sending you house paint. Let's break down what he's making. All right. Got to go, and God bless. Break it down. Break it down. Is it break it down?